Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A. Big up to Gunner for the raid. Shouts to everyone who's joined over from the raid. Manchester City failing to win yet again. But hey, they stopped the rot, but they did drop a 3-goal lead to Feyenoord. The crisis continues on the blue side of Manchester, so that's going to be the main talking point. But make sure you run up the likes on the video, hit that like button, make sure you share this across all the socials and subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV as well. And if you are a member of the channel, people, then we'll start your question and we'll definitely get to it. Even though I'm on the move and I'm moving around, the rest of the gang is going to hold it down, people. And big up to Warrior J, who's been kind enough to put some City stats in the chat. Manchester City have become the first team in UEFA Champions League history to be leading a match by 3 goals as late as the 75th minute and fail to go on and win. It's not necessary to say anything. They know perfectly. Damn. Pep said it's not me, it's you niggas. That's what man said. Your man said, hey, me, it's you, man. Pep on Guardiola's recent mistakes. He's so young, he will learn. I'll be wrong if I point the finger. He's a fantastic boy. Now more than ever, he needs help. And Manchester City have failed tonight. Have failed to win a match in which they have led by 3 goals for the first time in all competitions since May 1989. That's from up to Joe. Yo, I've even seen San Marino crashing on them and everything. It's all mad. But let me bring the man them in the building anyway. We're going to do that. Got Sheik is in the cut. We had all the man them and that. Oh, you man saying, man, what's good? Adding everyone. That's everyone saying, man. Yeah, man. Stacked house, stacked building, everybody good, yeah?
I heard someone died. What's going on?
yeah. See,
these man telling us about Manchester City's record. Oh, of course, it's the first time. These men weren't around in 1989. Their club started in 2009. Yeah, where you telling me about their first record in the Champions League? Of course, it's the first time in the Champions League. These men came into the Champions League 10 years ago.
Bro, he came on shooting, bro. This man came on.
I was gonna say, like, I had minor.
Floor's yours. Hey, I'm gonna leave before you carry on, Sheik. I'm gonna leave it in the capable hands of you, man. I'm here. I'm just sorting out some stuff. Do your thing.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I had literal minor PTSD from the fact that stat. Yeah, go on. My bad.
He wants pure chaos for this company, by the way. This is gonna be pure chaos. So everyone,
fuck C. I'm with it. You know what I'm saying?
Look at that pure
Go
chaos.
ahead, Chief. My bad. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, well, before we do crash on City, that stat brought me back to Ten Hag times. It felt like I was reading a stat from Ten Hag, like since 1989. Those were like some stats that Ten Hag was breaking but last season. But I think that was just PTSD. But yeah, big up to everyone, though. What we saying, man? Manchester City is falling down.
It's not even Manchester City's falling. It's not even Manchester City's falling down. They're returning back to default. This is what these niggas were in 2009. This is what you guys. This is what you are.
Reverting back to type.
Before we continue the call, like what Pep? I think the guy might do something bad.
I think this guy's a twisted man. He's a sick, twisted man. He's a twisted guy.
Geniuses, right? Here's the thing
about What you say? Edison in the double pivot with Ortega and goal.
You never know.
Can you pull up that Twitter and X?
Necky, when I said bad, I meant like he might,
Yeah, I got you.
He might do that. He might do something.
Nah. Yeah. Nah.
Oh, Pep, no one banged Pep up. He banged his head against the wall. No one hit him.
Yeah, man. No, I want him to pull up the picture so we can discuss. Yeah. Mega mind looking mother. Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready for the roasting.
But yeah, people, if you don't obviously know, if you weren't in track of all the scores, Manchester City did draw to Feyenoord 3-3 after being 3-0 up, and Feyenoord scored basically 3 goals in the last 15 minutes.
So Feyenoord, is that not Ten Hag's boys?
No, that's Schlutt.
Oh, okay, my bad. I was gonna get 10
so no.
Too comfortable over there, no, Lex. You're tomorrow, no. Jeez, I'm friend.
Brother,
what is going on there? What is that Photoshop? What is
No.
happening?
No, that's genuinely
No,
him.
that's genuinely him. He
But that-
banged his.
Yo,
This
someone
dude, he
punched
crashed
Pep,
out.
literally.
No, he crashed out. He crashed
That's
out. That's what
crazy.
happened.
That's
He's
Ocean
crashing
of
out.
Vial who says, "Damn, is this really worth everyone pulling up?" Absolutely, yes, without doubt,
Yes.
without doubt. Fuck see.
Hey, now ask no fucking question, night shot blood. Big man
Nah,
thing.
time him out.
When I
Time him
blood
out. Time him
clot
out. Time
no
him
shit.
out. Time him out. Time him out.
Nah, leave him alone, bro.
But
But
yeah,
yeah,
just to show you people.
yeah, he crashed out.
This is definition of crashing out, exactly. You thought Kendrick crashed out or Drake was crashing out? This is crashing out. This is crashing out. This is what you see after 5 losses in a row.
Grealish said, "Pussy,
Hey,
you so much you cannot start me."
Hey. City have a weird case. Why is Pep around?
Punch him up, man.
Hey,
Bro,
I want
listen.
to-
No.
I want to tell you, it's
Listen, I don't
Zlatan.
care about none of this right now. I don't care about City. I don't care about none of this. Liverpool just need to win the league. That's all me care about.
I want to tell
Yeah.
you, Zlatan come for revenge. Zlatan beat out
Yeah.
the blood clot. Let me tell you.
You say concerned that BC, I am not concerned about. I'm not concerned about Pep. Yeah, I'm not concerned. We've suffered from this bald nigga for the past 20 years. I don't feel bad for him, yeah. I remember what he did to me in 2 Champions League finals. Yeah. I remember we don't feel bad for Pep. I don't feel bad for Pep. Long may this bullshit continue.
Yeah, yo,
Hold on,
Kaneki,
hold on,
I
hold
am
on.
with you 100%. I am with you.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Why are people saying this is not something to banter?
Brother, listen.
What I mean by this is not something to banter. No one put hands on this man.
A man have millions. Him can get about 5 therapists and all of them can sit down with the
Trevor,
same
Trevor,
one.
you know
He
what?
chooses to do this
I
to
don't
himself.
give a-
What?
Trevor, you know what happened to him? Like the bark's on his head. No one punched him. He banged his head against the wall.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He does it to himself.
Wait, is that what he
Yes.
did?
Yes.
Yes, that's what he did.
I thought it was
The no, they caught it on camera, but they cut it off. He did that to himself.
So
It's
it's basically he did it out of frustration. Like he cannot rectify what's going wrong, and for the first time, something is out of his control and out of his power. How he chooses to deal with it is not up to us.
Brother, what do you mean out of his control? All that pussy need to do when you
I
train
think
drop back the bomb clock line 10 yards and you win the fucking game.
Nah, he did the high line, man.
But
He did the high line thing.
but that's what. But you see that Lex, him no one.
Alright,
That.
somebody said Highland.
This guy is the best manager in the world, right? So as the best manager in the world, if you're 3 love up, you need to do whatever you need to do. Just do it to see the game out against Flip. Who them play? What the team name?
Feyenoord.
Just see how the game against Feyenoord. You can't do that.
Nah,
This I get
really
to the point now where me can't serve you in a Pep because you just want to stick to your my philosophies, my philosophy.
And that
brother.
means Lex, him do it to himself. Why me if he feel sorry for you?
That
And then
me try to say.
you bash your one head against the wall because of you cause you're
Him
one
do that
frustrated.
himself too. You can't serve him.
Yes, I never let time.
Aren't you concerned for Pep? Man, fuck Pep. No much millions, man. Give me some of my millions. Make here. Buy me here. Give me about one
like
million.
yo, like me can't like me sure to can't understand it. Like what's his name? Hamid Habdouli. Like it's not something to be bantering about. Like, listen, we're not the one that told him to play a reverse 4-2-3-1 in the Champions League. Go 3-0 up and just don't know what to do. Okay? No one told him to do this. Yeah, you guys need to understand this. All right? That bald fraud, you ruined the football. You made niggas that can't play football think they can play football. You have Southampton out here playing out from the back. Yeah? You need to understand it. You have inflicted a dangerous disease on football, Pep Guardiola. This is your fault. The biggest form of inequality in this world is trying to make everybody equal. That's the biggest form of inequality in this world. Southampton shouldn't be trying to play out from the back. Burnley shouldn't be playing tiki-taka football. Yeah? I shouldn't be looking at Plymouth Argyle out here trying to play one-touch football. You're not capable of
Yo,
it, big
before
man.
you man carry on, yo, I'll be back on shortly. Yo, big up to you lot. Hey, everyone in the chat, run up the like, hit the subscribe button. Sheik signed in, so we'll be able to do comments and all that. Yo,
You
I'll
know
be back,
why?
back on shortly. Blessings.
There you
Yeah, what about there again? Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what?
Yo, because you need to understand it with Pep. You've killed. Yeah, you killed football, fam. You've killed it. So now you're reaping. Hold on, you're reaping the benefit, the seeds that you sowed. You are the reason we have these brain dead footballers now. You're the reason you have to sign brain dead footballers right now. You're the reason you are where you are right now, Pep. It's because of you. You're banging your head on the wall. I don't feel bad for you for doing this. Who told you to keep having to have two under? You have two brothers in your backline that could play in the under 21s in a Champions League game. Who told you to do that?
Hey,
Yeah, who told you to do that? You had Klopp out here with Fernand, with Fabinho and Henderson in his back line. At one point, Liverpool was out here with Milner at centre back. Yeah, Klopp never crashed out like you because Klopp understood basic fundamentals. I don't care about what Pep Guardiola is going through right now. I
This guy
don't.
just signed an extension. Look, he just signed an extension a week ago, and he's crashing out. He's crashing out,
bro. This crashing out, it is very unacceptable. Last year, Manchester United and Chelsea had the most injuries in Europe. And none of manager them. None of manager them, you know, see they on the sideline and throw a hissy fit. It's unacceptable, bro. Like if you want us to not banter and take it seriously, it's going to be unacceptable on all accounts. Nobody now go feel sorry for me as a brother. Right? Not because you're a world-class manager, that don't mean say you can't get criticism when you fuck up. You fuck up. Accept it and move on. Like, bro, even in the game today, it goes back to something where we talk about on the Yardman podcast. You and your style of play kill individual personality and skill. If I did have individual personality and skill, I make the players them have a vice for themselves. Them won't draw the game 3-3. Probably done 4-3, or a man say, yo, we are control the game and change the style of play on the field.
Did you see how the players were looking at him? Like, Javon, did you see how the way the players were looking at him? The game is 3-1. The game is literally 3-0. The game goes 3-1. They're looking at Pep for help. The game goes 3-2. They're looking at Pep for help. The game goes 3-3. And I'm like, where are the players on Manchester City to understand? Like back then when they had like Fernandinho, yeah? And Yaya Toure and these mans, Otamendi and company. When City are 3-0 up and it goes 3-1, these mans will tell you, yeah, no more. It stops at 3-1. It stops at 3-1. What happened? What happened with that? What happened with that?
Bro, same thing we are talking about. When you kill personality in a game, everything happen. A man a look to his sideline. A man score a goal upon them before them say, yo, fix up, drop a line back a yard, and man stay in position and we could control the game and slow the game down. No, every man a turn to his sideline and ask you what to do. You're not the main character, bro. The players are the main characters.
So Hamid, you say you're a City fan. Can you answer me this question? Because from the report that I saw, was Ruben Diaz fit enough to play today? Because he was on your bench. I know they said he was fit enough to be on the bench, but I can't speak for if he was fit enough to play. If Hamid can justify and tell me, because he said he's a City fan. Can you tell me, was he fit enough to play? Because if he is, Pep deserves to hit his head on a wall. Because the moment the game goes 3-1, you bring on Diaz. You bring on Diaz then. If the game goes 3-1. Like, I am not going to pity Pep Guardiola for shooting himself in his foot. You had a Champions League final against Chelsea. All you had to do was play Fernandinho. You didn't do it and you lost.
Yep.
Raji.
Remember that,
right, bro.
To this day.
Yeah.
Me remember to this day. Me feel good about it. And you know why worst spot? It show in the same game. It shows the contrast. Cause look on Kante on the other end as the other DM. But sometimes I have to wonder, you know. But when me talk, me,
he had some training sessions. You know what? Wait, hold up. I'm adjusting. I'm in chat. He had some training sessions. Okay, so he wasn't fit. Okay. Thank you for explaining that. Yeah.
You know why that Pep played no DM against us in that final? Because Chelsea played City 2 games before that in the lead up to that final.
And beat them.
You beat them, yeah.
The first game he played Fernandinho, we beat them. The second game, the FA Cup semi-final, he played Fernandinho and Rodri, and we still beat them. That's why.
Yeah, I remember that. He lost to you guys. What was it, 3 times? Yeah, Chelsea beat City, what? 3 times in the span of 4 months. Was it that it?
Yeah.
3 times in 6 weeks. That's why he played without him.
So let's think about the logic here. I play one defensive midfielder, figure me look a more defensive balance. That not work. I play 2, that not work. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna play none of them. Before you tell him man if you play bomb clock better. You just have to brother, tap your fuck and come back for this year, man.
Bro, I'm telling you, the only thing with him couldn't have on that situation was to say, yo, playing other players would give them a bit more ball retention. That's the only reasoning. And when I look upon it, I said that still never made no sense.
That's bro. You could have changed the shape. There's so much other things you could have do. Change the shape of your team. Change
not the only thing you need for change. Sometimes you just need to change how you play just to win a final.
Exactly. Change the personnel, change the speed of play, change the type of play. Shift people around. How much time is it? You win a whole league with a false 9.
But
if you can't do that, you can't.
Listen. We can't crash out too rough on Pep still in a car. The man them in a quadruples in. So really and truly, in my opinion, man not even supposed to talk about Pep because Pep's supposed to crash out.
Lex, do you know why Pep won a quadruple? Because Arsenal bottled it twice.
No, yeah, man, but
that's not on him, though.
No.
That's not on him.
And Ten Hag
we're not going to involve Arsenal in this conversation. You know why? We're going to give them too much credit.
No, but that's why he has a 4P.
Yeah.
No.
Don't just blame Arsenal. Don't just blame Arsenal. We were in the final. We were in the FA Cup final as well. Don't forget that.
Is because United is shit, Liverpool is shit, Chelsea is shit, Tottenham is shit, Arsenal is shit. That is why they win a 4-peat. Because it's not just it wasn't just Arsenal's responsibility to try and win the league. It was all of our responsibilities, and we fucked it.
If you're top for 93% of the season and you don't win the league, it's your fault.
Yeah, but Arsenal's been doing this though, Brian.
That now have nothing to do with City, you know. City can't do a winning game, you know. And not my fault if you fuck up.
I know, I agree. I'm just using the point of he shouldn't have a 4.
Blame Arsenal? Well, he does. I mean, he should actually. He should. You know why?
You have to consider good.
Because he does. It never happened by mistake.
He does.
And also the thing as well is like he also but Arsenal bottled it, but he also has to win the games to get there.
No,
Exactly.
I know, I agree. But my point is, I'm looking at the team that had the lead.
But Prime, you have to understand, bro. You can't have your hopes on Arteta.
I don't have any.
Arsenal fans have been depending on Arsenal for 20 years, and they've been let down for 20 years.
You don't fall in this trap.
I don't have any hopes on Arteta. My point is, any team that's top for that long and doesn't win the league, it's your fault.
It's called Arsenal. Any team that does that, it's called Arsenal. They've done this more than once. Understand this. There's previous of Arsenal doing this. There's previous. They do this. They've been doing this.
I know. That's fine.
We're not just talking.
All right.
2 seasons ago, we are talking our past.
All right. So for Manchester City right now, why I'm blaming Pep? Pep came out, and Hamid can justify this. Pep came out during the summer transfer window and said he never needed to make signings because his squad was good enough. No.
The club tax, man. Yeah, man. The club tax.
Yeah.
When we don't need midfielders. Yeah, man. The club tax.
Yeah. Pep is like, we don't need that much signing. You need a right back. You need a left back. You need 2 midfielders, and you need a winger. Doku is not a footballer, okay? Doku is a 100-meter runner.
Is that entertainer? Shiddle.
All right. Yeah. You literally bought Shadow the Hedgehog. That's who you have over there. So you have Shadow the Hedgehog. Yeah.
Elephant man.
You have the
That's
fam,
Sterling.
brother. You have the African Speedy Gonzalez on the left hand side. That's all he does is run. That's what you have. You have no ballers in your team. Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne knees left him in 2018. All right. That brother has no knees. Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne is out of it, and you sold Cole Palmer. Let's just remember that you sold Cole Palmer. I don't know what
Doku.
Phil Foden has done. What are you saying about Doku?
Doku's Ghanaian, by the way.
He's gone
Yeah,
in.
what else to do with it?
Yeah, whatever.
That's what I mentioned.
Brother, at this point, this brother needs to identify as a Looney Tune character. That's what he needs to do, from complete and utter useless.
All right, so
But you know what though?
Let me pose. Yeah,
Yeah.
go on, Jess. Before I
No, ask the question though.
I'm just posing the question to obviously everyone in the chat and on the panel too. We obviously infamously always talk about Manchester City's February, March, April run where they start to turn up the Jets and stuff like that. Do you guys think that is possible for this season? Depending on maybe if they do make some signings in January, because in the summer
it always happens. They always do it.
Bro, you see when you have a team that has done it consistently,
Yeah,
consecutively, you can never rule it out. No matter how
they
bad
always do it.
So this is what I would say. This is what I would say to that. I agree with you guys, but with that being said, because
I've seen my team capitulate, brother.
we've always seen City come back during March and February, right? But we have never seen this City team lose 5 in a row. That's something we've never seen. So it's also like this maybe that's why I'm posing the question. This could potentially be that one season where they don't catch up.
You want
What do you guys think?
no?
I want to hear Lex's
You want to
question.
why?
But your question is different though.
Wait,
The question is
no.
the question is a bit different. You ask if they can go up on a run versus catching up. That's two different
catch
questions.
up. Yeah, no. So March, basically what I'm saying is March, because from what we've seen, March, February is where they kick on and they win the league. So that's basically what I'm saying is, do they kick on, catch up, and win the league to Liverpool?
No, and listen to how this happens now, because during this business end of the season is where a lot of teams fall to weakness. Arsenal always fall off during March to April. Liverpool's dry period always starts in April. We've seen this consistently.
Yeah, but that's on the clock.
Yeah, that was on the clock. We have to see something different now.
Style, yeah, it's kind of different now. You have to,
so I want to see. No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. No, I want to see it now. City during the financial end of the season always consistently go on a run. They consistently go on runs.
Hey, brother,
maybe not. We don't know. If they make the correct signings they need to make in January, we'll have to see otherwise. But what always happens when they start to run is teams around them always begin to panic. I.e., when City started going on a run, and Arsenal started to crumble. Started crumbling. When Liverpool and City were going at it, and during that run, what was it? The Burnley game. The Burnley game happened. That freak Burnley game happened. Right. This is something it needs to happen. City can go on their run. Okay. Liverpool, Arsenal, and Chelsea shouldn't allow City to be able to catch them. That's my point I'm trying to get at now. They can go on a run, but there should be no catching up. There should be no catching up. You don't lose 5 games in a row and win the league. You're not supposed to lose 5 games in a row and win the Premier League. You're not supposed to do it.
That's why I'm kind of posing the question in terms of it's a little bit different this time though, because we've never seen him in his career lose 5 in a row. Let alone this dominant City team that's 4-peated and quadded a couple of years ago has never lost in this type of run.
How many of these losses were in the league though?
I think 3.
3 in a row in the league? Yeah.
I think it's 3 in the league because they lost
also look at the losses too. We got slapped up by Spurs, by Tottenham. Absolutely slapped up by Spurs.
But that can happen. That can happen for City.
But they always get slapped up by Tottenham.
No, that's the one thing though. Like we do beat them, but I feel like this one
No,
on the
this one
weekend
was
was different.
different. This
This
one
one
was
was different because
Yeah.
this one was like a proper like slapping.
I agree.
And I feel like this is like when it's alarm belling because it's at Etihad as well. Like one thing, yeah, we get the results against City, but we don't slap up City at the Etihad. We do it at the Tottenham Stadium, but not at the Etihad. So it's kind of like I'm looking a bit deeper into that. I'm thinking like, I mean, you guys talked about it on the what's it called
Yardman podcast.
on the Yatman podcast, bro. Like it's about Pep, bro. Like Pep needs to start showing like, okay, I'm this managing manager right here. I'm about that life that I can go there and rebuild the side. Because like what people saying, this team is one of the oldest team in the league. No wonder then you're getting all these injuries after all the years of having to play 60, 70 odd games.
With our team.
Exactly, and you getting all these players in, and look at how only maybe like you look at now even Robertson, you have all the debate about Robertson not being at the guy and how you replaced him, but Salah peak athlete, obviously he's going to perform to a high level. Van Dijk is Van Dijk, but for all the rest of that Liverpool team back in the day, all of them
mention Robertson still.
Right. You have the conversation, but you get the point I'm trying to make is that at least Liverpool made the point of trying to rebuild the team, trying to bring the changes to. You see it, Gravenberch out there, you see McAllister out there. You can have your opinions about Szoboszlai, but Szoboszlai came in, Diaz came in, Gakpo, all these guys came in, but with City is like, even the signings, the media is hell. Media is hell. Like 2-3 years ago, City don't sign any of these guys. Doku, Nunes. Rico Lewis doesn't even get into the team, even though he's from the academy. So yeah, man, like I feel like it's been coming, but I feel like because, like you guys talked about, City is always able to go and make it happen and win the league. It doesn't get talked about because you're winning, and if you win, everybody shuts up when you win.
Yeah,
that's true.
Potentially, they lose next week. That gap could go to 11 points. And we're 11 points basically approaching December.
We should have seen the signs, because if you could only beat Arsenal by 1 point, then hey, something's wrong in it.
True. I look at just there's no way that I refuse to believe that this team could heavily be this affected by just one Rodri injury. There's no way. It's just the fact that they haven't strengthened in other places. Like you haven't gotten enough depth. You're exhausting all your current players right now too, because of the fact that you don't have all these other players that you could have signed. You just didn't buy. That's really it.
Yeah,
you got a Gundogan thinking he would fix shit. Like it's not just hoping that Gundogan will hit his form that he did a couple of years ago.
These men brought back Gundogan, thoughting they were reassembling the Avengers.
Exactly. Yeah. Like they thought, this is gonna be vibes. Like we're just gonna go based off of the vibes of 2 years ago, where Gundogan just won us the league. No, like
the problem with City is that
they got
when everybody else, it's more than complacency. Everybody else was trying to refresh their squad, but they just kept everything going. Like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. No, that's not how it works. It ain't broke. Well, get ready to start. Get ready to. Yes, you need to maintain it. Bernardo Silva's legs went 3 years ago. All right, Bernardo Silva is tired. Gundogan is tired. Yeah, Kyle Walker, this brother is 76 years old. All right, him time up. Pep Guardiola usually always is before now was never this complacent. Pep Guardiola was never this complacent. You had at least 2 to 3 elite players for every position in City back then. If I correct me if I'm wrong, they had what was it? They had Leroy Sané. They had Leroy Sané. They had Mahrez. They had Sterling.
Bernardo
Silva. No, then they had Gabriel Jesus. They had Aguero. Like they had elite players all over their pitch. All over the pitch. Yeah, they had Foden, David Silva, Fernandinho, Rodri, Gundogan. Yeah, like they had these men had Cancelo and Kyle Walker at right back, fighting for right back. They had Cancelo and Walker fighting for right back.
See,
Alright?
here's the thing
So
with City. I'm sorry, go ahead, Kaneki. I'll go after you.
no, but so what I'm saying with them is just with City right now. It's what's going on right now is not something I'm used to seeing from Pep Guardiola. This is Manchester City. I don't care for them. This is complacency from Pep. This is something I need to know. What are you doing, Pep? You don't do this. You've never done this. If
So
no team that you've coached have you ever done this. You've never gotten this lackadaisical. You've never gotten this complacent.
It always
I've
happens.
never seen a
Him just usually leave. It's just that he's here the longest. There's only so much you can stand Pep shouting in your fucking ears, blood. You can tell this fucker is annoying. But because him win, you just allow it.
yeah, and
But
here's the thing.
after a while, bro, you gotta just get sick of this fucking guy.
Someone said, pertaining to a different squad, that the base level of their squad is still good enough to compete. I genuinely think that Pep believed too much in his squad without, bringing in any improvement. He believed in it too much to not freshen the squad with world class or potentially world class talent, and it's catching up to him. Walker's gone. Walker start walk. Stones never fit. Stones are move like a pebble. Now no DM. Now nobody we can cover DM, right? And ultimately, what is appalling to me and eye-opening to me is, for the first time, I see Pepper make no big tactical change. I don't know if you repeat that, I'll know. Normally, when you not have somebody who end up to compensate, playoff, when you not have a striker, when do fast 9 whole season, and it's a different type of fast 9, right? Him kick off the inverted fullback thing. Well, I'm lying. He made it prominent.
A mess it up team. A Haaland a mess it up.
But you can still switch the system
can't do all of
behind
that
Haaland. No, you know, you can still switch up the system behind Haaland to compensate for your deficiencies. As a coach, you must at least do that.
All right. How you did that?
All right, me take a look at the squad. Right. Firstly, me not gonna play one highline because Walker now have the recovering pace to get me out of the mess. Can we agree on that? Right. Secondly, the wingers them. We're not. We're first of all, me would I start Jack Grealish. I would have Savinho up on the right. The reason why I start Jack Grealish, Grealish give me the ball carry.
But hold on. Here what the thing was kind of debunk what you say no. And the fact same not start Grealish, because even if him start Grealish, the problem you go running is the instructions when him give Grealish.
But I'm getting to that. My instructions are different. I'm giving you a whole solution.
So
right?
Essentially, City need a new manager then.
There you go. Either that or he changes his philosophy towards the City team. The reason
we know
him not going to do that, but may I answer him question. How may that change it? A man like Grealish, I'm going to use his best attribute, which is the ball carrying attribute, right? I'm going to put Bernardo Silva in the middle, but when Haaland make them run, them want him play the ball. Me don't want nobody to dwell on the ball, right? Try to exploit those people. Exactly. I'm going to try to exploit those people who are trying to play a high line against me. Who sit in a lower block, then I'm going to have people like Grealish who just go to town on them. In the sense that, you're going to play a lower back, I'm going to play a man who can dribble. When they tackle him, I'm going to get a free kick. And then we utilize people with the free kick taking ability. Things like that. I'm going to look on the squad, look on the best attribute, and put people in the position and forget the best attribute. Forget the best out of them attribute so I can win games. All of that come from a change in philosophy and game management. If me play against Southampton, them are going to try to play from the back. But I'm going to play people who can press the ball. You understand? May I play against Feyenoord? May I play against Feyenoord? May I go gung-ho? May I say, kill them. Abu, I side this. No disrespect.
Yeah, I agree.
You see me? And then we move on. Game management, look on the opposition. Because you know what happened? City lose them fear factor. You see when they lose their fear factor? I'm sorry, when you have the fear factor, you can set up your way and play your way no matter the opposition. When you don't have a fear factor, you have to take the opposition into play. That's the difference. You see me? So remember when we did Fear City, everybody else are compensate for how City are going to play. No, City has to compensate to how other people are playing. And that's what Pep is failing to do. Because I'm not going to say, how City was playing, they're not getting the best at how they're playing, so we're just going to play our game to try to win the ball and score a goal. Tell me if I'm wrong.
I agree. I hear it. At this moment, there's something that he has to change within the team. You've lost 5 in a row. You just drew to Feyenoord. Like, there's something that you have to currently change to improve this situation. I look at their next fixtures. They play Liverpool, they play Forest, they play Palace away, and then I think they play us. We play them at the Etihad. So yeah, like it could. I don't know. Liverpool is a very, very tough game now, of course. It always was before too, considering the title race. And then potentially if they could lose more, I don't know, man. It's something's definitely going wrong. Pep, just as to talk about what I was saying earlier too. This guy's he strikes me as like a guy who's obsessed with sport. Like he's fully obsessed with his craft, his sport. He's literally, you can kind of see he's going crazy over it. We've seen clips of him in the past where he kind of moves a little bit weird. Him talking to the Boston Celtics coach before the finals, stuff like that, giving out advice. This guy's a man who's purely obsessed with sport.
And
This brother took us a. You need to understand.
Hold on.
What you saying,
Prime. The guy's so obsessed with football and the finer details. That's why he banged his head against the wall, because he cannot figure it out. He cannot figure out how to fix this. And the fix is quite simple, to be fair.
It is.
He can't figure it out, and that's why he banged his head against the wall. He's
going because
go on, Kanky. Yeah.
Because what I'm saying is this: Pep Guardiola back then fixes this issue. One, you have a good core backline available for you right now. You do. All right. All he has to do is what he did last season. Giorgio has played as a DM in coming up in the RB Leipzig system. He's played as a DM. Put him there. Put him there. Put Giorgio in the DM like what you did with Stones. Put him there. All right. Have Giorgio play beside of Gundogan. Put Rico Lewis back at left back. Stop with this Rico Lewis in midfield foolishness you're doing right now. Put Rico Lewis back at left back. Put him back on the wing where he can exploit spaces and put in crosses. Stop having Rico Lewis playing this midfield. Stop this. Pep Guardiola, City situation is very simple, but Pep Guardiola is over analyzing everything. He's overthinking. He thinks it's some unforeseen error from Manchester City when reality is you just switched 3 players and you basically steady the ship until January. All you do is just go back to what you played before, a 4-2-3-1. 4-2-3-1. With it, you have the double pivot being Giorgio and Gundogan. Giorgio is who you'd have sit, seeing as he's defensively solid and mobile. You put him there and have him do the Rodri role because he's capable of doing it. Have Gundogan do what Gundogan does best and roam and just be a nuisance. Put Grealish on the left. Stop this instruction thing. Stop this. Stop this instruction you're trying to do. Play Grealish like what you did with Mahrez. Tell the players, give Grealish the ball and tell Grealish to put the ball in the box. Grealish, do your thing and try and give Haaland the ball. That's pretty much it. Savinho, you need to stretch the pitch. Walker can't bomb forward as much anymore. So I need you to keep the pitch stretched. Who you want to play as a 10, make it be Foden. Let it be Foden. All right? And just have Foden do his thing. Foden can drift in tight spaces, play. The situation, look at that. I just solved Pep's issue. I'm not getting paid $400 million. But I can look at Pep and tell him, put Rico Lewis back at left back. Nathan Ake and Akanji, since Ruben Diaz is out. Nathan Ake and Akanji as your 2 centre backs. Put Kyle Walker at right back and restrict his movements. I don't need you going forward. You can act as a back three since you've played Kyle Walker at centre back before. He can play in the back three and have Rico Lewis go up and have I'm playing in the midfield easy. Have him play beside of Givardio even as the two DMs and have Gundogan who's very good attackingly. Have Gundogan go forward to play beside of Foden.
Yeah.
Have Grealish and Savinho stay wide. Stretch the pitch so your central players have so you can literally dominate central spaces. It's that easy. The midfield is slow. Manchester City has never had fast midfields though, Tyrone. I know the midfield is slow. I don't need you to run when the ball is going at 1,000,000 miles an hour.
Brother, you can't watch fast on the ball, you know.
We've watched City walk the ball into people's nets. We've watched them consistently do it. This is not something for City to go for the rest of the season. City needs to do this until January. That's what I'm saying. Use this and just have it be like this until January, where you can sign and fix the and temporarily fix the problem. Because right now, what City needs right now is almost a squad overhaul. What I'm saying now is, put Givardio. Oh, in transition, you have a point, Tyrone.
Hold on.
You have a point.
I have something to say regarding the transition.
I feel like we're not overcomplicate this thing. Yesterday, the 3 goal. Yesterday, the 3 goal. Them where something that scored today. Tell me, no, the bomber clock, man. Them just lose them fucking head, bro. I be fucking them do. Them goal, they're just bullshit. No tactics, no nothing. Not gonna do that. The man, them just not like the fucking man no more, bro. The man, them sick and tired of Pep. The man, them a tell Pep, yo, go suck your mother, bro. We're tired of you, brother. All of this shout, I'm obsessed, I'm perfect, I'm Pep Guardiola. Suck yourself, man. Get out of here, man. Get out of here.
I hear that. No, I agree with that.
But bro, you can't legislate for what the fuck happened. Guardiola could have do 1.5 million things. Him just kick the ball to the striker. That's all him do. And you can't say, him do that, try to pass it to a Kanji. Bullshit.
No.
It's bullshit.
That
bullshit. Bro,
this
man, then the next one, the next one go.
Rico Lewis lose the ball? Rico Lewis lose the ball?
It was the mistake at the
near post. Them just kick a long ball.
Yeah, it was the mistake at the near post.
Long ball?
Yeah, the mistake at the near post.
But even feet reach this, and then it's like the man them just not the energy. The man them just not play for him. It's as simple as it's like them start out good and then capitulate. When you see capitulation like that after playing a good, because it's not like them did play shit against Tottenham. The tactics never bad. The man them just never.
Haaland missed 8 clear chances.
8.
So you genuinely feel like we are over analyzing and then just tired of it.
I mean, bro, how long you could have sit down and listen to Bumbleclad Pep for dog?
Start 2 seasons with Gardner, bro.
You face long time, dog. You ever hear him talk to him, man? Them like some military training, this brother.
For real. Are real talk.
Simple ball game. I'm going like, him. The thing is now, remember, Bala did it and Bala want to be star. But yes, he want to be star.
No, he want to be the star.
He want to be the star and he don't want nobody else. You get me?
A real talk, man. It could be
like the man them after. It's like when you think Haaland I like one Zlatan type personality. No? What you think Haaland did there do? If Zlatan and him agree, you think Haaland and him agree for how long? Bernardo tried to go fucking Barcelona from 5 years ago. Literally. People say, Bernardo just sick and tired of this shit. Him not like it. Him no want there. A long time, I tell say, we no want them on the ends here. Then on the part on the right to this, the acquisitions usually people that get in some new man and the man them tired of him flush them out. But the new man them when get in not good enough. So him can't flush out the old man them tired of him. And then probably the old man tired of him and say, you say, nah, game, look how Doku. Him start him and Grealish said Doku. Say, Doku, go and start, man. A few year time and see the boom. Man, start left wing.
For those of us that are not from yard, explain that.
And Nunes a play left wing. You can't tell me nothing. The man them tired of that.
Lexi, why you explain it? Why you explain it?
Yo, we already win four Premier Leagues in a row. It done. We're done with this
Lex
shit.
is the best.
Blow it up. Change manager, change everybody. Just blow up the whole thing and start over. Man, I'm just sick time now.
Nah, I agree though. That's
Lex,
why
you gotta
I
explain it for Prime and others in it. They might not know what you mean in that.
Oh, right.
Lex is like, so Lex is basically saying when Grealish went in and realized the type of person Pep Guardiola is on the inside, he's saying, okay, I'm going to do what I can in the treble winning season, but I'm not going to get my hopes up in playing how I normally play. So he's saying when Doku came in, Doku was that bright young spark, being all happy, showing that I'm going to be a world star, but Grealish is to the side. Yeah, man, go ahead. You'll see what I mean after a while, and then so said, so done in the future. But
Savino is going through the same thing, I guess.
Yeah, and now Savino is going through the same thing. So it's a cycle. And he's basically saying the players are just frustrated and tired of all the barking and the instructions that Pep is giving them.
Well, and
they just drain.
I'm gonna tell me said Doku injured. Yeah, man. You know much Manchester United players did injured until Ten Hag left. All of a sudden, nobody not injured again. Using a fucking cranium blood.
Same thing with Chelsea. When Poch was there, everybody was injured. Now look at their squad. Look at Chelsea.
Fully fit, my
Fully
bro.
fit. They have two squads. They have two squads.
To be fair though, I had Pochettino as my manager too. Nah, that motherfucker kills players on the training code.
That's all.
Bro, he kills motherfuckers. I get the 10 act one, but Poch, nah, bro, nah.
Bro, yeah, Luke Shaw all of a sudden magically fit. Him can come on and play football. All of a sudden out of nowhere. Luke Shaw, bro. Listen, when I see Malasia for 2.5 years, so how long?
Don't forget Euro, man. Don't forget Euro too.
Yeah. Hello, Malasia.
Bro, as Ten Hag got sacked, 2 days later they reported. 2 days later when Amorim gets appointed, they're saying Arora's gonna be back first week when Amorim's back. First week, not even the second week. The first week they said.
Lenny Euro, back. All of them back. No, literally, United don't have no more injuries in it.
Bro,
This is
like 2 weeks.
Lenny Euro come a United and it's a fucker. I say, yeah, man, my back.
Bro, they said
Ten Hag vexed because they make club signings and Ten Hag never get the players they want to play Lenny Euro injured and make Lenny Euro get injured. Me telling you that pussy that sabotage the whole fucking time. From him never get the young, the brother here decides say, yo, fuck this shit. We're bringing Manchester. There's no other explanation, bro. Every match on the winners, Manchester United are the players to that shit. And I'll never coach a win in my life. At Manchester
United. Martial told Lenny Euro to fake an injury until Ten Hag leaves.
Huh?
Martial told Euro to fake the injury until Ten Hag leaves.
It's crazy though what you're saying, yo. Everybody fit, yo. I seen Euro on the grass, Malasia with hair on the grass, yo.
Malasia magically returned.
Euro injured. Shaw injured. Malasia injured. Buggerman injured.
Mount injured.
Mount was injured. Bro.
Magic. Everyone.
Bro, they're calling him King One for a reason, bro. Ten Hag, bro. The dude was a menace, bro. Niggas were hiding. Bro. They ain't trying to play for him.
And then the thing is, bro, you have to remember, say, enough ballers there, Manchester City, right? When them ballers say, Doku on the pitch and Grealish step on the bench, what do you think the man must say? I must say, yo, what is? It's only, bro, it only takes so long. Because, bro, believe it or not, it kind of did happen with the other two teams prior to this, you know.
It definitely did. No, kind of, definitely.
Fall off of Barcelona, you know, and then him dip out, you know. And then him did start a little fall off with Bayern, and then him dip out. But now him sign the contract and decide say, I'm go stay. So make us see. Let us see. Bro, listen, I'm just happy. Because I don't expect more of a challenge. It don't look like we're going to get that challenge from Manchester City. But no Arsenal now got the shit. So we might just win the league by default. We might win the league by with 86 points to shit.
Bro, don't
you know what I mean?
That. You only can be two in front of you, brother.
Yeah, and yo, listen, you know, I hear nobody talk about no bogus. Me no hear nobody talk about you only won it because City this and City that are 20 league titles that, bro. You understand? Me no want Manchester United come talk about, oh, we have more league titles. No, you don't. You can only resort to the Premier League, but it's like history don't matter. It only matter when we talk about overall league titles. You don't want to switch it to, oh, but how many Premier Leagues have you won? It don't fucking matter because the league changed the name. It never changed nothing else. Still win. You get what I'm saying? So, hey, listen, just do this thing, Liverpool, because God knows, bro. God knows. If we go beat City and we go get this exorbitant lead, 11 points, 15 points, all of this shit, and we don't win the league, oh God, man. Me 100% I go bust a blood vessel.
Sorry, can I speak on Pep for a second, if you don't mind? As you can see by my name, I've been waiting for this moment all my life.
CP,
CP, blood.
Bro,
man.
Big up CP, man.
Sorry, what?
Just talking in your normal voice, bro.
No, sorry, my throat's hurting a bit. So I've been waiting all my life for this moment. So I just want to say once again, thank you all for being here with me.
Wait, no, this is life.
That's straight up, man. Dude, Pep's number one hater.
I'm confused. Pep's number one hater, but you have an Arsenal bus.
I was just about to say the same
remember
thing.
they're parking the bus. They're all touching the bus together. You know what I'm saying? In the Emirates. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, besides that point, let's go with the main thing. So I was talking to Flawless about this. Do you think it's finally that Pep can't stop being a front runner? Because I'm sorry, when people say this Barcelona squad that he won a treble with, they won a double. They won the league and the Champions League 2 seasons before with Ronaldinho. Okay, because he went to Champions League in 2009, in 2005, so 3 years ago, he won. He won with Ronaldinho, the Champions League and the league, with Rijkaard. Rijkaard won that team, that exact team, besides Ronaldinho. Then he takes over Bayern Munich squad that won a treble and does nothing with them. Then he takes over Man City that had just won the league 2 seasons before he arrived.
Oh.
So this is every time he's been a front runner. Every time he's taken, because Madrid had the Galacticos, but then it didn't win the league during that time. Before 2011, they won in like 2002 or 2000. They didn't win the league that much during the Galacticos era. It was Barcelona and like Valencia and some shit. So him saying he has competition, he's always been a front runner. He's Mr. Front Runner. He spent £300 million on left backs and right backs in the first 2 transfer windows he had. He spent the GDP of the Maldives on left backs and right backs, and we're gonna act like he did some magical coaching.
Crazy.
I don't know wage that stats there for me now, but that stats there bad.
Right? He literally spent literally the GDP of a country on left backs and right backs in the first 2 transfer windows, and then got Bravo from Barcelona, said he was shit, and then got Ederson and landed on him. He was a guy who was trying to X out Aguero for Gabriel Jesus. Let's all remember this, guys. He brought in Gabriel Jesus to replace Sergio Aguero, realized how shit Gabriel Jesus is, and then had to go with Sergio Aguero.
Hold on, me not think of that case, you know. Me think him, because Pep have a tendency to do this. Him buy young strikers who has the potential to be good strikers and play them out of position and screw up them entire career. He wanna do the same thing with Alvarez.
Gabriel Jesus.
Bro, come on now. You don't have to be realistic. Gabriel Jesus, no, yes, me hear it. But when he wanna come through the system, when Jesus wanna come through the system, he was a player. And he wanna try to do the same thing with Alvarez. I wise up Alvarez, wise up our left. Because what I want to do with Alvarez? Alvarez was an out-and-out striker, and then he start use Alvarez in a midfield, winger. The same thing he went out to do with Jesus. Alvarez caught on and went to Atletico Madrid to become an out-and-out striker. And if you don't believe me, go
Alvarez,
back.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
And if you don't believe me, go back and look at and watch Pep's track record. He does this, bro. Yes, he's a tactical genius, but half the time he ruins players' careers. The
True,
facts
man.
are there. This is not opinions. This is factual.
Bro, look for Alexis Sanchez.
Me done talk.
A Barcelona compared to when him left Barcelona.
Me done talk.
And this is the thing. When you have certain mavericks in your team, these players have to have the majority of the control over the ball. They have to see a lot of the ball. They have to be able if can dribble. They have to be able can beat players. They have to be able can be creative in their own creative ways. When you limit that's the same thing what happened with Grealish. That's the same thing that has happened to Savinho. That is the same thing that will continuously happen to good players. The reason why, for instance, certain players work so good for Pep, for instance, when you look at De Bruyne, De Bruyne has a specific play style. He's not necessarily a maverick that needs to see the ball and a whole lot, but what he does is he's a final action player that only need a couple chances to put something on a plate for a striker who can score. Whether it be a girl, whether it be what name? Haaland. Mm-hmm. Whichever wherever it be, it don't matter. For instance, the players that have excelled under under Pep are usually the players that can suit a specific role. So for instance, Sergio Busquets, he is a specialist at DM. So he did the job in DM as the pivot between the rest of the midfielders and the attack and the defense, because he had the technical security and so on and so forth. So he was perfect for Pep. Pep would not have a problem. Pep would never play Sergio Busquets anywhere else unless he has a deficit in players. Then you have Iniesta and you have Xavi. These players played the perfect role that Pep wanted them to play. They played exactly how he wanted. That's that for them. That was their positive. That's their attributes. How they
you can say Raheem Sterling too.
That Pep wanted. You get Messi, so it never did necessarily happen. And then you have Messi. Like what? You think Pep could have tell Messi say, "Oh, you have to do this or you have to do that"? The man just say, "Yo, Messi." Because you have to remember this. You know, a lot of people have to say, "Oh, Pep success. Bro, and Messi make Pep. As a matter of fact, Messi has made careers for hella managers. There are crazy managers did go Barcelona even after Pep, and they weren't that good. Look on
Luis Enrique.
Look, the only one was which one? Tito Villanova, the one who did pass.
Yeah.
But even them man they did have Messi, Neymar, Suarez. Like you get what I say? Like a lot of these coaches, people can say, "Oh, Pep is so this and Pep is so that." Pep is so nothing because what? The man them win trebles after that.
Yeah, they won a lot. Yes,
they win a whole lot after that. And why? It's because they had the best team. Because you had Messi.
Flick went to a Bayern Munich that barely had any players and did what Pep Guardiola couldn't do. Pep had Mario Mandzukic. Like let's not forget, Pep had Mario Mandzukic, Robin, Ribery, Toni Kroos, Alonso, always named Xavi Hernandez. Who was their left back at the time? It was Alaba, Boateng, Dante, and Lam and Neuer. That man had that squad and he couldn't win.
He couldn't win a Champions League. But even some of the backups as well that the Bayern team had as well. A lot of them backups would have started for a lot of top teams too.
Yeah, do you remember at Bayern he was playing Götze as a 9?
Yeah. No, dude.
Yeah, he was.
Alcantara. They had Thiago Alcantara on that team.
Yeah, and Thiago Alcantara as well. I'm forgetting another player. I feel like I'm forgetting Lewandowski, right? Because he signed. He took Lewandowski from Klopp. This man had Mario Mandzukic. This man had Mario Mandzukic and Lewandowski.
Also signed Douglas Luiz.
I'm looking here. You remember talking about the managers as well. I'm looking here because Enrique won a whole heap a lot. So did Valverde as well. So the two of the three managers after him won a hell of a lot. The Gerard Martino.
The only one who did the bad was Tata Martino.
Yeah. Gerardo Martino, he didn't do. Yeah. Even Tito Villanova, even he won.
Tito Villanova, crazy.
He won the league and then he was gone. And then, but yeah, Enrique won a whole heap, as did Valverde as well.
And them man, trust me, Valverde ain't no big coach.
Valverde,
Most of them coach the way you just named no better than flipping Unai Emery. Most of them. Give well, I can't even say give Unai Emery Messi, but give Unai Emery Messi with that team that you're like, bro, you're not for do nothing. What you gonna do? You gotta tell Suarez, Messi, and Neymar what to do. Like literally, if you have Suarez, Messi, and Neymar, you gotta tell them what to do. Or you gotta say, oh, so Messi, you need to be here, and Suarez, you need to be here, and Neymar. No, the man that they just out there freestyle. Neymar pile somebody, and after him pile somebody, just pass it to Messi.
All the manager had to do was have a baseline of and a style of play, and tell the man them to go play ball.
Yeah, just go play ball.
Just manage your backline too.
Away. Most of them come from out of the academy anyways. Them know how to play Barcelona away. Just go do that. It's like Ten Hag. People get tricked. Like I say, oh, Ten Hag have a philosophy. No, Ajax has a philosophy. And Ten Hag was just the coach. They're doing whatever. The man them just did that academy shit. You know what I mean?
Same thing with Bayern back then. I don't know if you remember, but the Bayern squad they did a hot in a youth.
With Ribéry and Robin and
Ribéry, Mario Mandzukic,
because it was two managers either side of him, like the one before him and then not the one after him, the one after that, both on quads.
Your Pinekins won a quad.
Yep. But and the Bayern, the only team when it beat that Bayern team there, and probably one season after they win the trophy was Madrid. Bayern not kill everybody.
Bayern went to back-to-back Champions League finals. Pep came in and could barely get to a semi.
Exactly.
The guy failed at Bayern Munich.
And then, Paulus, let's not talk about him losing to Lyon with Man City. Remember all those times he used to get battered by shitty teams in the early knockout stages for like 4 years.
Pep Guardiola. Wait, Jez, correct me if I'm wrong. Jez. Didn't Pogba drape up his entire Bayern Munich team when he was at Juventus?
Of course.
Yes. Yeah, he did.
They actually almost won that game too. Where Juventus
and then drape him up for United too.
Does anyone remember, right?
Yeah, just don't remember that game. Bayern and Juventus.
He played that MSN, I think it was Enrique's MSN side, and he decided to man mark every player, and they got battered 7-0 on aggregate.
Yeah, it was hilarious. He tried to have 87-year-old Philip Lahm man mark Neymar. Really? Really?
I don't want that when Messi.
Him try to make Boateng. The man try to make Boateng. The last man. And you know,
and Messi goes, just got two body fin.
Bro, and I don't know if you know Bundesliga at the time.
Boateng, the left, right.
Was aging out.
Boateng drop. No, man.
We're
not gonna do that.
Next season,
we're not gonna do that.
Before Pep, they were beating Barcelona 7-0 on aggregate. That's crazy.
Dante, I think.
Dante, I think both.
Boateng did a prime Boateng, man, and him get cooked.
No, man, I'm not talking about that. There was a game where Bayern played Barca, and the man utilized Dante when Dante should have never been utilized. Kinnick is supposed to know what I'm talking about.
I know the game you're talking about. He tried to have Dante go man for man with Suarez. Luis Suarez, mind you.
In his prime, by the way. In his prime.
Bro, this guy's a fraud, bro. This is the same guy who sat there talking about Aguero. We cannot replace him. And then
he never replaced him.
And then ends up getting Haaland, who broke the Premier League record and that you won a quad with. But we cannot replace him.
But we've been known that Pep is hella. We've been known that Pep is hella spoiled. We've been known that though.
For real.
But I feel like the conversation. But I do feel like the conversation needs to be brought up more often, because I said that to Flawless earlier on the playback. How, know what, Pep? Don't run, don't trip, don't leave the situation here just because shit is not going right now.
Yep.
Stay at City and show the world that you can rebuild a team, and then you can go there and dominate again.
You mean like when we dunked on them with Barcelona? I mean,
remember Chelsea? We sent him into a sabbatical. 2012.
Us in Madrid.
How can I forget?
Us and Madrid sent him to sabbatical because Madrid won that season.
We're not being selective when it comes on to the memories of Pep. Pep gets lauded too much. Well, let me not say too much. Pep gets lauded 90% of the time, right? There's very few conversations that any one of us here are going to enter when we're talking about some of the mistakes he's made over the years, right? Yeah. And for me, being in this space and being in multiple football space, I get asked the question, who's your GOAT as a manager? I mean, I always got defect to Mourinho and Ancelotti, right? Simply because I've seen them done it with worse sides and got to the top. I cannot make an argument for Pep Guardiola where he took a squad that wasn't touted to win anything and bring them to the top of the top. This man always got to have money to spend.
Exactly. Tyrone, it's not being selective because whenever we speak about Fergie, we're allowed to speak about his deficiencies. When it's Jose, we can speak about his deficiencies. Ancelotti has only won one league title in every country he's been in. We can speak about his deficiencies. But when it's Pep, he can't speak about Pep.
But selective memory, no, on a selective memory. If him never lose 5 in a row and then draw the next one, we would not talk about him, blood. That's why we have this fucking conversation. That's why it's negative. Because right now, Man City is fucking negative. It's
negative is fuck.
What are we supposed to do? If we have a show now and talk about all the positives in the and suck off Pep. Just
hell no.
Any City fans on the panel? Any City fans?
No.
Raise hands if you're a City fan.
Fuck no.
Fuck's sake, man.
Run up the likes, people. Hit the subscribe button, all that good stuff before we close out.
When Pep win, we talk about Pep win.
Yes.
Now that Pep's losing, we're talking about Pep losing. So now we'll go back and we'll analyze. Okay, was Pep actually that good to begin with? Maybe yes, maybe no. A lot of us are just saying what we've thought this entire time. But now that he's losing, it gives way to the arguments. Because so now we're having the arguments.
Yeah, because if we talk about when him win, we are haters.
If you want to be butthurt about it, then please phone Pep. Since you're such close friends with him, since you're so emotionally connected to him, please phone him and tell him to stop fucking losing, and then we won't talk about Pep losing, blood.
And don't scratch his bald head too. Make sure he doesn't scratch his bald head.
Remember, make sure him not hurt himself.
Remember
Call the suicide awareness.
Remember the conversation. I'll be the serious one here. The conversation took a natural flow. It's not like we just come in, Pep lose 5 games and then we defect to what they do in our past. It's a natural flow in the sense that we've seen these things happen over time, and it's a reoccurring issue when he gets to a certain point in his club life cycle. Lex and Kineki said it. Normally this happens, but when it's happening, he leaves the club. And another manager comes in with fresh ideas. So you don't see the dip in form. He's staying this time. So now we're getting at the end of his first term life cycle. Can he rebuild? Can he go again? And these are the same deficiencies we've seen in the past. So on a selective revisionism, we are talking about the revisionism which directly leads to the issues we're seeing now today. If you want me to transfer.
Wait, who took over Bayern Munich after he left? Wasn't it your Pankins again?
No, yes. Hansi. Oh, Heinkes.
No, it wasn't Hansi. Now, I think Kova? No, Ancelotti. No.
Yeah,
you sure?
Yes. There was a couple of managers. There was a couple of managers that took over after Pep. It was Ancelotti, Kova.
No, because I know they dragged him back. I know they dragged back your Pankins one more time again. That's what I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, I think that
I know he went back.
It was a brief stint, I think, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't say like it wasn't to a point where like he was there like for years. I don't really remember like a long period that he came back.
Yeah, man.
Ancelotti was 1 year.
Yeah, because when Pep started losing it at Barcelona, remember he left. When Mourinho had him on the ropes, he couldn't figure out what to do now with Mourinho. What Mourinho won the league with 100 points?
Yeah.
102.
He couldn't figure out what Mourinho was doing. So what did he do? When he realized he couldn't figure anything out at Barcelona, he went on a sabbatical. Pep always goes on a sabbatical when he can't figure out things. What was that, Fred?
Didn't he also lose to Chelsea in the semifinal of the Champions
League? Yes. Guys, 10-man Chelsea at the new camp, 2-0 down,
You beat them at the bridge as
and
well,
they
and
beat
Messi
him.
missed a penalty. I remember that. Yeah, I remember
Yes,
that
he
game. You
did.
beat him at the bridge.
He
Drogba
hit the
scored.
post.
Guys,
Yeah, Drogba
this is
scored and
why.
Messi missed a
This is
penalty.
why.
Yeah.
When in the lead up to the Champions League final in 2021, when Pep was losing his mind about Chelsea, this guy has a fear of playing Chelsea. Has a fear of damage.
That's why
Rightfully so.
Messi couldn't score against Czech either. There was like this.
No,
that
he's
whole
he's
thing.
never scored in his Chelsea career.
Yeah.
But okay, let's speak about it. 2009. Pep should have never been in that finals because we know what robbery happened with Chelsea and Barcelona. Let's be honest.
That should have been a Man United Chelsea Champions League final again. That should have been a run it back turbo session.
Second of all,
the game is the game.
During 2021, we beat Pep 3 times in 3 different competitions in a span of a month. We beat him in the league, we beat him in the FA Cup, and we beat him in the Champions League.
Yeah.
We beat him 3 times in 1 month.
Yeah, it's like all these things.
But even then, like, bro, Pep's record, like, even in the cup competition, like European, especially, like the quarterfinals defeats, the semi-finals defeats. Nah, bro.
Jez, when they played Spurs, wait, Jez, when City played Spurs, in 2019, did they not play a weakened team in the first leg?
Yes, they did. They did.
In the UCL?
They did. Yes. When
did.
City played Spurs, they played a weakened Spurs.
There was no Kane.
No.
He's asking if City played a weakened side, not Spurs.
A weakened side against Spurs. I
Yeah,
remember.
He's
City's squad was
no, they didn't.
City's
No,
squad,
they
I
didn't.
remember.
This
I will
one's
never
trying to
forget.
think.
Sane on form. Sterling on form. Aguero on
Gerard.
form.
Pep was on fuckery. He played a weakened side on purpose.
Wait, hold on.
I'm trying to look up. I remember we had a weekend side. I do remember us, but I don't know about City.
I'm telling you now. I remember that vividly. Both legs, City had 2 fully fit squad. Unless Pep Guardiola put out a weekend team on purpose, they had a 2 fully fit squad.
In the second matchup,
they probably did have a Liverpool match in another time.
And look, Tyrone, who's a City fan, look what I just say. If you don't believe me. Remember Sterling when they perform, Sane when they perform,
I have their lineup.
Silva when they perform. Who not talk about? Aguero when they perform.
They played a strong team. The Kyle Walker company, Laporte, Mendy, De Bruyne, Gundogan, Silva, David Silva, Bernardo Silva, Aguero, Sterling.
Hey,
that game was 4-3.
If Mendy play, you know everybody fit.
Bro, bad man. Oh no, when Son slapped that net up corner, me did celebrate and I will like me score a goal. Oh no, did they?
But this what happens when you call. This is the funny part about it. Like ever since he called us the Harry Kane team, bro's been getting slapped up, and even before Kane now, bro, Timo Werner's pulling up to the Etihad, doing his thing now. Bro, like been having a bad record in Europe as well. Been having someone earlier mentioned the Lyon game and how badly he managed Lyon as well. Underestimated yet again, just because he thought, this is just Lyon. We're gonna priest by these dudes. He's arrogant. Like
Dembele drip him up the match day, and remember that in the Dembele drip him up that game.
The only reason he has a Champions League.
Remember Mbappe in the Monaco game.
Guys, the only reason he has a Champions League is because of Lukaku. Let's be honest.
That's technically it. This man got done in by a 16-year-old Mbappe at Monaco.
But you know what? Though, even though he has the Champions League, people shouldn't forget that all these things happen regardless, because it's still on your resume. It's still on the book of crime. Like when you have a rap sheet, a file, and then it's like all the crimes that's in there, bro. I ain't ever letting people forget that Pep, all these things happen with him. You shouldn't. Because guess what? Like I said, other managers, even though they have won multiple Champions League as well, people still slander them.
Guys, I used to be on Pep's neck early when he was at City, but because he won this treble and the 4P, I kind of let him go.
Guess what you did, Prime? You praised him because he did something great. That's how it works. He did something great and he got the praise.
But Flawless, I started forgetting about all his crimes. I was like, you know what? You did a 4P. Maybe you are a goal. But now, let me bring out the rap sheet. Let me bring out the bits.
Yo, at the end of the day, we're not gonna take away from our Armando. We have to give to Caesar what's due to Caesar. Him still put out him team, him still recruit, him still go in the quadruple. But this man not perfect, brother. This man ruined careers. Call me crazy all you want. Him kick off in Zlatan. How? I don't know why. Cool. Me genuinely believe him ruined Jesus' career.
Brother, this brother kick off with Eto. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. This brother kick off with Eto. Don't forget that. The greatest, one of the greatest strikers in the world at the time.
Don't forget
Probably
Ronaldinho.
right, same ruined Jesus' career, though.
This guy made the world.
Maybe I just me, but when Jesus just come through the system, bro, he was the guy.
No, Javert.
Yeah, and then he buck Wes Morgan. Yeah, then he buck Wes Morgan. Welcome to the Premier League.
Welcome to the Premier League.
Pep made the world believe that Pedro was just a roadrunner. Before he came to Chelsea, people thought he was just a roadrunner, that he had no tech. He wasn't a bowler.
Mm-hmm.
The guy was coming
this brother disrespected Yaya Toure. Never forget, this man made everybody believe that Yaya Toure was just a bruiser. Yaya Toure couldn't play ball. Don't forget that.
Ronaldinho.
No, don't forget that.
Yeah,
this man showed the entire world that Thiago Alcantara wasn't good enough.
We're not for mention Ronaldinho.
This guy played Terry Henry as a touchline man.
We don't have to mention Ronaldinho on Pep. We can leave that. We can leave that.
That's the greatest that's the greatest mismatch of all time. Ronaldinho and Pep, bro. Ain't nobody in this trying to listen.
We can just slow that, man. We can do. We don't have to talk about that. Trust me, no one talk about that.
I hear you, man. Ronaldinho, my goat. I hear you. Trust me, I get it.
Bro, that one heartbreaking, bro.
More than heartbreaking, dog.
But at the end of the day, bro, we have to give people them dues, but man not perfect, brother. Man don't perfect. Same like
because Javon, here's the thing. When Mourinho was winning everything, everyone was praising him. But the second he slipped up a little bit, everyone's like, see, look at this negative defensive manager. He's not the great anymore. Look at the second that happened, right? Remember this?
No time for clown tiki taka. Yeah, man. Ah, cool.
I was just about to say that. Look for Ancelotti. Ancelotti have injury issues and all kind of issues. Imagine, you know why? First thing a man jump out to me and say Ancelotti no tactics. The man don't know for coach. Me this shit, man. Bro, it's like
he's just a good man manager, but wins 5 Champions Leagues. But he's just a good man manager. It's all good.
And has won the league. in every league he played.
In the top 5 leagues.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, but he has no tactics.
But I still remember, Flores is not here because he could look now. Because I think Brian was probably here. I remember, I think 2 seasons ago when Benzema won the Ballon d'Or 2, but the Champions League. I remember in that same season how man was going after Ancelotti every game, talking about how he's washed, he's this, he needs to retire. He was at Everton for a reason.
Yes, Ancelotti came into the Premier League and convinced the entire league that Richarlison and Calvert-Lewin was the best striking duo we've ever seen. This man made Calvert-Lewin look like Pipo Inzaghi. Yeah, this man had Richarlison
at Everton. Underline at Everton.
This man had Doucouré looking like Seedorf.
He made the world believe that Calvert-Lewin was top 5 in the world.
Yeah, when we gonna talk about?
He put Everton in a title race in the start of the season.
Yeah,
don't forget, Everton were comfortably. Everton were in the top 4.
No.
All the way to December.
They were top for like 2 months at the start.
Yeah, no, but he's talking about how for the rest of the whole year, how they were at least comfortably always in the top 4.
They were comfortably in the top 4. These men were third. Comfortably third.
And even let's say back then they had the whole Conference League thing. They could have probably qualified for the Conference League.
Yes, from this man had Jerry Mina looking like Cordoba fams.
Jez, do you remember that game against Spurs? The Everton.
Yeah, I think it was the first game. Well, they bopped us, bro.
The guy was on the sideline just sipping his coffee, not
He
reacting.
was bopping us. I remember James Rodriguez, bro, just running it back.
When this man ended the the Merseyside streak.
Record, yeah, the dub, yeah, the streak.
When this man ended and this man was sitting down just drinking tea, like you're watching your side completely demolish Liverpool, and you're like, this is just an everyday thing.
Liverpool will never win up, by the way.
I remember that time people having arguments with me, telling me that Ancelotti's finished. I was like, how?
Yes.
The man, they just want that challenge, brother.
Man United fan told me. Man United fan told me that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was better than Ancelotti.
It's a crazy part.
Hold on, Jess. People's argument to me was Jose's finished, Ancelotti's finished. I was like, Ancelotti can't be finished. He's not. What he's doing at Everton is domination. At Everton, he's not finished. And then he goes to Real Madrid and does what he does. People were telling me, oh, he was at Napoli before Everton. What did he do at Napoli? Napoli were not good those times.
That Napoli team was that was Koulibaly. That was Koulibaly, Hamsik, and it was even old. That was a whole Hamsik as well.
And Insigne,
Insigne as well, and Mertens. But that team wasn't like that team. The team had a couple of players, but it wasn't a team that was ever wasn't that team.
How did he get Allen? How did he get Allen? Can we talk about that? How did he get Allen?
Dog,
that guy. Bro, I can't tell you because that guy just spawned out of nowhere.
Allen was the most sought after defensive midfielder in Europe.
Oh,
Chelsea tried after him for 3 years.
Didn't they have like a different midfielder next to Allen as well? I swear there was another one.
Yeah, Andre Gomez from Barcelona.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there we go.
Gomez was good in first season, man.
Yeah, and then Son broke his ankle, man. It was peak, man. He broke his ankle.
Yeah, man.
Bro, so he's on James Rodriguez and just said, just do what you gotta do.
For me,
he let him do free roll in there.
Ancelotti my goat, bro. Ancelotti.
This man went to Everton and made Everton fans. He did to Everton what Unai Emery did to Aston Villa. That man went to Everton and had Everton fans thinking, "Are you telling me that we could have been challenging for the league this whole time?"
Yo, man
let's not forget that.
Yo, Kaneki, man had Calvert-Lewin in the form of his life, yo. I can't believe it.
Calvert-Lewin was looking like Shevchenko.
All they needed to do was invest in him, invest in Ancelotti, and they would have probably lived now.
But you know what it is though? I feel like they definitely could have invested, but I don't think he would have stayed regardless though. Like, because anytime somebody calls Cohen bigger than Everton, he was just always gonna go. Like Loki, he was hella gangster the way he did it. But
all he needed was another year to win like a Europa League. That's all he needed.
But do you think Everton will have spent the money though? Because they had the whole money issue coming in. They had the whole case coming literally this year after.
They signed the most sought after DM in the world, and Allen. He would have signed anyone with limited money.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying because I swear it was literally the season when he left, when Everton started having trouble with the money.
True.
Or was it the season? Or was it the season after? Because
it was the season after. It was 2 years after. It was 2 years after. It was 2 years after he left. The season after that.
Okay, because that money issue was gonna come. So like maybe in that summer, then if he would have stayed, slash the money one more time. If you go into financial crisis, shit, they're already in financial crisis.
I don't think they would have gotten into financial crisis because if he had gotten Europa League, that would have balanced it out.
True.
Listen, my whole thing of this is just this whole thing of everybody trying to bring it up with.
Yo, Javon, let them know where they can find you, what you got coming up, all that good stuff, fam.
Yeah, people may go drop a Thanksgiving this week, so some content I go drop this week, you know. Follow me on the Followers Podcast, like, share, subscribe. We Chelsea are play Heidenheim Thursday. There will be a match review, not a preview. Foolishness. We're gonna talk. I will be dropping a Chelsea versus Aston Villa match preview. That match they are going to meet up on Sunday. So yeah, man. Like, share, subscribe, and Yardman Podcast Saturday. There. Bless up, man. Them.
Big up,
man. Hey, the Final Whistle Podcast. Make sure you subscribe. Links underneath in the description, people. For the Final Whistle Podcast, same to Chic TV as well, man. Make sure you subscribe to all the man. Them. Hit the likes. Subscribe to the Sarcasm City TV YouTube as well. Let us know, people, who is live, who we can redirect to as well. Prime's been kind enough to put Javon's channel in the comment section as well. But big up you lot, man. Whole day of content, it's not stopped. I know the game's already tipped off, but we're doing the Lakers versus the Suns people over in the playback. So it is LeBron versus KD. So we'll be live for that literally as soon as this close out as well. Right, no one's live, Warrior J, for true. Fact. No one live. All right, I'm just going to show them, which is going to be good.
You alone did them criminal time,
I thought one of them.
Arsenal not losing today as well, so we could only focus on Pep was good. Because if Arsenal had lost, we wouldn't have spoken about Pep.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah, we're not even talking about Manchester United, but that's for another day.
For another day, man. We got Thursday and Sunday for that.
You're losing when everyone else is good. No Ten Hag, no Poch. Arsenal didn't lose.
Oh yeah, I started adding more City watch alongs to the to the schedule now. I mean, moving stuff around. I was like, yeah, more City watch alongs. We're gonna enjoy this downfall in 4K, 100%, without doubt. I need them just to crash out more. You know what I'm saying, more losses, more L's. I still because they really.
I still think they'll win the league, though. That's the thing.
Really, you think they're gonna turn this around?
I just I don't know until it's my until there's a big enough until there's a big enough league, there's a part of me that
I can tell you this: if these men somehow win the league, FSG should be hanged. FSG should be hanged.
Can they just end the whole league, bro? Let's
reset the league.
For everybody, reset the league. Know what we should do? That everybody put the names into a hat. We reshuffle, and then say you put let's say Tottenham, and then Tottenham you go into League 2. City, you in this league. Do this shit.
Get everybody from the Championship, put them in the Prem, take everybody from the Prem and put them in the Championship. That's what we're just going to do.
Exactly. Do something.
Yeah. Straight up, I need you because there's no way that happened, fam. Just reset the league. Everybody in a hat. Everything in a hat. Like what just put it out. Okay, Arsenal Championship. Swirl around again. Crystal Palace, League 2. Just ship them everywhere else. You don't deserve to be here if that happens. You're not supposed to happen. You don't lose 3 games in a row and win the league. You don't fall off like this and win the league. You're not supposed to do that.
Facts. You right, 110%, without doubt. Let's see what else you are saying, but yeah, man, make sure you subscribe to Sheik TV. Make sure you do so. Subscribe to Javon Final Whistle Podcast. Andrew, man, glad the content helps, man. So I appreciate the kind words for true. Big up to all the man and for holding it down while I was moving around as well. Big up to all of you lot. Oh yeah, man. Big up to my guy, yo. Big up, man. Big up my Grenadians in the building. Shouts to you, man. Every single time. Oh yeah, Tyrone. If you lot win the league, I'm with Kaneki. Yo, everybody should get relegated, and we just shuffle it, just switch championship sides.
If you guys allow a team with the worst goalkeeper in the league to finish second, if you allow Chelsea to do that, everyone else.
Alright, Brian. Okay, we get Brian. We get it, man. You have to get Chelsea somehow in this conversation, man. We get it, man. Alright, man. But we don't bro, this is a conversation about City, man. If Chelsea finish second, nobody really cares, to be honest. Let's be real. Everybody knows the league is mediocre.
Okay. Whatever.
No, that's what I'm saying. Everybody knows if Chelsea finish 4th and fucking Nottingham Forest finish second, okay, that's something different. But I was told from Chelsea fans some of y'all have success.
Cannot finish second. You have the worst goalkeeper in this.
Oh, cool. Hey, man, I've seen Hugo Lloris, man, get to a Champions League final. Come on, bro.
And you lost it in 30 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah, I've seen Jordan Henderson live for Champions League final.
Exactly.
You see this thing? That's why man not for doing a podcast to do,
I can't, but when you take shots, you come out.
Maurice did this every show, every fucking show. The man did
This
it.
guy, you know what's crazy? Lex takes shots at me every single show, and I shoot back, and it's a
Who,
problem.
me?
You, yes, you.
Yeah,
Me,
say.
me, once in a while, bro. When I last time?
Run this along.
Okay.
Look back at that last show, there'll be a shot in there somewhere.
Speaking of, Flawless, that last stream, was that guy real?
Yeah.
The man's
Yes.
a crack blood. The man's an
That's why,
idiot blood.
but the reason why I do these things, one, because like I enjoy debating, and two, to let people know that's the type of these are the type of people you're dealing with in the chat.
A proper madman, innit?
I only
These are people
tuned
I'm
in.
dealing with in the chat where I'm saying stuff on stream and he's telling me something different, and it's like no, that's not what I'm saying.
I only tuned in towards the end. So,
Yeah.
like overall, what was the point of the stream? Like, what was the point?
He was just so pissed that he played.
Bro, listen.
The premise of it was he
Flawless
was
just want to cook the man in front of everybody and him not care how much viewers him lose.
wasn't even about that.
Flawless way more toxic than I realize, you know. He
Why
just
am I
pretend to be this nice guy.
I am a nice guy. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
sure.
I open up the platform to have it because
Yo,
people want to talk.
listen. The point of
People-
that last stream was not for no entertainment. It was for Flawless entertainment.
Yeah, because I love when people come talk on stream. Because everyone's a cold backseat driver. Now come drive the car. Come drive the car. Everyone could do. Everyone could talk in the comment section. It's easy.
The man just to try for win an argument. The man just do so much bullshit points. It's like, bro, even when you explain it to him logically, man, I said him try to take a different angle. Him try to take a next angle. Him try to take a next angle. It's like, bro,
Man told me Henri wasn't athletic and wasn't fast.
No, I'm curious what his actual overall like.
Who was
what was
athletic?
the point of the stream?
No, he told me Thierry Henry was not fast.
No, I know that, but I mean in general, what's the point of? What was his point? What was the point of?
Oh,
the stream?
because he was complaining that Diallo played right wing back. That's where it stemmed from. So it's about Diallo.
And
playing
this
right
is what
wing
more
back.
officer for all the people who want to question the Diallo signing. When you man have the strikers and then consistently say your strikers don't get service. If anybody who watched that game, do you notice how many times Diallo point to Mazraoui or point to somebody else to go somewhere else, and they always go to Diallo? Diallo was literally, he touched the ball almost every build-up, almost every attack. They played through the wing.
Yeah, you could tell the United was playing through the right all game pretty much.
So that's what it was. It was
Literally,
about,
the whole right side, all
playing
game.
right wing back, and then also like who the striker should be. And I'm saying, I play Rashford. And he's like, but Rashford's no good. I'm like, I hear that, but he's the best profile in terms of outlet. And then he was like, well, I play Xerxes. And I was like, you can't play Xerxes, Bruno, and Diallo, because all teams will do is push up, and then you have no outlet. It doesn't work. And then that's when the whole Henri and everything I said, you need athleticism. You have to have
no, but the thing is,
you have no outlet and you'll have no natural goal scorer.
Understand how Amarim's system works. Yeah, go on.
Aside from that, if he doesn't want, I mean, I agree, to be fair, to an extent, Ahmad shouldn't be playing wing back. Where does he want Ahmad to play?
No, it wasn't about
I want him to play in the 10.
I agree Ahmad should be playing in the 10, but he was telling me I should be more critical because he played him in a wing back in that game. And what I'm explaining is, look at the team. He had no choice, because I was like, what would you have done? He said, play Dallo right wing back and Anthony left wing back. So I said, you wanted our left midfield, you wanted our left triangle to be Anthony Eriksson and Johnny Evans. That works, yeah? And he said, yeah. I'm like, all right, okay.
It's a manager's first game. Unless United got battered 6-0, it's hard to be critical.
The game wasn't important. He could have played anyone there. He just wanted to see the players under game pressure. That's literally what he did.
See, it's the same thing.
I'm pretty sure he played Garnacho just to say, let me see what this Garnacho hype is all about. Literally. And the reason I have that idea is because Garnacho was the only player that started that wasn't with the team all week. So the excuse of to say,
wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, he only played people who were in training. No, Garnacho was the only one who wasn't training.
Yeah. So
but I figured, I figured he just wanted to play Garnacho to see what Garnacho would do.
Yeah. And then that's another thing he did where he was like, oh, if that was Ten Hag, we'd be much more critical. Said how long was Ten Hag in? Well, 2 and a bit
Exactly,
years.
but
How long's Amarin been here? It's his first game, so of course I'm going to be less critical because it's his first match.
This is a funny part, but the people forget.
Bro, it's his first game, no preseason, nothing. He came in international when most of the starters weren't there. Like, what do I expect from the man?
Exactly. Even some of the guys who didn't went to the international, like they had holidays. Well, like some of them left.
If this was January and you'd played 10 games and he's still playing wing back and it's not working, then like you can be critical. But as of now, who cares?
But that's what it is, because man was in the chat talking. So it was from Man United, and I said to him, "Yo, you about tonight? Let's have this debate." He said, "Yeah." I said, "Cool."
I didn't watch the game. I didn't watch your game. So
when he was in chat,
yeah, he was in the chat on Man United podcast. So when I'm doing the show, he was in the chat. He was cool because I spoke to him before, like on the chat, and that's what I started doing. Hey, you know what? Pull up. And he said, "Yeah, I'm there." I said, "All right, bet."
How did United go? Like, well, I saw your highlights, but in terms of the actual game, was he bad?
No, he was our best player. That's the craziest part. Yes,
we are talking.
Even defensively.
But that's what I was going on to explain. The reason he was your best player is because of how that right wing operates in the system. It is more attacking. If you realize, Dallo never went forward.
No, rarely. And even at the time, even at times when the ball went to the left, look at how it looked. Look at just the left hand side, not just even Dallo, compared to how it looked. Like Bruno's Bruno, but Bruno was somewhat okay because that right hand side was operating to a higher level than the whole left hand side when the ball went to the left.
Exactly,
and that's what I was making out, because he was like, because even he's trying to lie and go, "Oh well, he was playing fullback." I said, "Don't try that. He wasn't playing fullback. He was playing wing back." Oh, it's the same thing. So you're telling me fullback and wing back's the same thing?
It's not the same thing.
That just speaks to his intelligence and the reason why you should not be arguing with him in the first place.
I didn't know he was on. I didn't know he had them thoughts until that point. But it's a lesson. Yeah, that's why I did.
But even then, you know, like
I'm tired, because you know what it is before you go, Jez. I'm just tired of people talking the most in the chat. Get on stream. Because you don't have time to think about what it is, and we expose the bullshit. Man told me Thierry Henry wasn't fast. All right, bet.
Him just said that troll, bro. Like, man, I know.
But you know though, Lex. But he did pull up though, because most trolls don't pull up.
Yeah, you give him too much credit, man. You give people too much credit in terms of trolls. People believe this.
Good night. Oh, you're asleep now.
But then again, I understand why people don't come. Like, it's difficult to, it's difficult to actually speak on stream, and being on. You guys don't understand being on here, how daunting it actually is.
But that's why they had the 1v1 though.
No, but I hate you, Prime. It's daunting to an extent, but when it comes to the debate, the reason why it's not daunting, you know why? Because whether you agree or disagree with me, everything I'm saying to you is logically thought out. You can disagree with 10 things I say, but I can explain to you as to why, because I even said something to him. And shout out to Temi, because I big him up for joining. And he was like, "Oh, I'd have to go do my notes." I said, "Why? What do you need notes for?" I said, "I don't need no notes. Freestyle straight." Research. I know what I'm talking about.
We just watch ball and talk about ball, brother. We did this for years.
Prime,
you don't need notes to do that.
Yeah, but Prime, when you don't know what you're talking about and you're not being honest, that's where you catch yourself out.
But it's not even that. I don't think you guys truly understand. You're coming at it from a point of view. You've been doing this for maybe 4 years, 5 years,
something like that. Yeah,
and
crazy,
you also come from a background of hosting rap battles and all. You're used to speaking in front of people, rapping in front of people. Even if you don't believe what you're saying, you're used to actually speaking in front of people. A lot of people in the chat or people in life aren't used to that. Coming on here, or coming onto platforms, other big platforms, it's very, very daunting. When I started doing this stuff, it's very.
Me used to public speak. So not really that bad.
A lot of people aren't, especially in. I don't know how old he is, but I'm assuming he's around my age or younger.
No, he's nice, baby. He's a nice baby.
But one thing I do want to say though, there's one thing I do want to say though.
That's why him wanting to write stuff down makes sense. A lot of people aren't used to speaking in front of people.
But that's the thing though, because
it was him having to do research on what he said. Why do you need to research what you're saying?
My thing is, if you have an opinion, No, but my thing is, if you have an opinion, then why are you scared to say your opinion? Like, okay, man don't this. There's been times I disagree with people's opinion, but you can't say it.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
say
give
he's
a
scared,
shit.
and his opinion I don't care about. But like, I don't think you guys truly understand how daunting it is.
I do
No,
know.
I get it to a degree because before I came to the channel here. I heard it. But even before I came to this channel, I wasn't on any sort of platforms talking football with people on like streams and shit like that. But that didn't change the fact when I came on here. I just gave my thoughts and said what I wanted to say. And if people,
you're right. I agree with you. That's why I was surprised he pulled up, and I was like, "Big up to you." I was surprised because he's the fourth different person I've said that to, and he's the first person who said, "Yeah." Every time someone says, "I hit crickets back,"
but a
I
lot
get
of people,
crickets.
Yeah, but I would understand, regardless, their opinion of it is irrelevant. But the reason why most people would say no, the reason why I would have said no, like say half a decade ago, is because speaking in front of people is very daunting.
I get that.
Like, I remember when I first started doing this stuff, I believed what I was saying, and I was usually ended up being right. But like speaking in front of people and having to like do this against people who are disagreeing with what you're saying, regardless of whether you're right or wrong, is very daunting, bro.
No, it can be. And you're spot on what you're saying there, Prime. 110 spot on. My only issue with that is if you ain't made for this, stop talking like it in the chat. If you moving heavy in the chat, talking heavy in the chat, get on stream. Because you can give your opinion if you tried. And Temodao, he had plenty to say. That's why I said it. It got to the point where it's 3 or 4 points, and I said, "Yo, join, come." I did it to YMY last week. You know what I'm saying? He actually joined the actual stream.
But then how else are you going to voice your opinion?
There's a way to do it. I don't have an issue with voicing the opinion. It's the manner.
It's like
you know what it is? You're challenging me like you can debate. Let's debate. If you can't challenge me like that, tone it down. Turn it down.
Turn
it down. Don't be. Yeah, that's the point. Prime. It was consistent comments in there. Nah, this is wrong. This is wrong. This and this. No. If it
was chat. When you do it on Rand's chat, you get blocked.
It wasn't being rude. He wasn't being rude. If he was rude, I would have blocked him. I said he wasn't being rude.
Rand's chat, you're not for be rude. You just chat shit.
No, you just block. Yeah, and that's what it is. So it's like, all right, cool. Because I can learn something new, maybe who knows, but it's like, or maybe you said there, the daunting task, maybe that sparks them to do something and go, you know what, I like doing this. Let me start my own thing. I've had fans calling just on a regular calling show. You're like, you know what, I like doing this. I'm gonna start my own channel type thing. So that's where it stands from. If you don't talk heavy if you can't back it. That don't work. Don't talk rough just over the Wi-Fi if you can't have the debate. Anything I say on it, I've been having these debates long before this. There was just no camera and mic. You lot have seen what me and Tox are like.
Years.
Yeah, years. You lot seen what me and Tox are like. We've been like that for yonks. Over a decade. That's broke. We've been doing that. Been having these debates. You lot know this. Been having debates with my mom, uncles, cousins, dad, whoever else.
My friends.
So everybody, brethrens. So, but if you're not that way inclined, which is cool, you don't have to be, do not talk heavy. Because I guarantee if I'm in someone's chat and we going back and forth and they say, "Oh, yo, you on the link?" I say, "Yeah, let's run it."
Hell yeah.
What we do?
Because there's hella man as well who then also say like, "Okay, let's debate," but they never show up then.
No,
he's
the fourth person.
Like Jacob did like, because obviously hella man speaking about Anchot and that. Jacob did a whole stream saying, "Yo, everybody who's Anchot, I'm not even trying to debate you crazy. Pull up and convince him why Jacob should be Anchot." Nobody pulled up.
Let me just say, like, don't take this in a bad way, but people like you, Flawless, and like Jacob, you guys are very intimidating to talk to.
That's the thing about that. But for some people, I kind of hear what Prime is saying. For some people, they have this thing.
For people who are not used to speaking in this sort of way, or in this sort of platform, or this sort of context, it is very intimidating.
No, I can't really. I can't say anything because a lot of people always say that Saeed looks afraid of me whenever I'm on the fan calling. A lot of people find me scary.
Flawless.
Like when I'm talking to Saeed, like
Flawless. I've gone back and forth with you. I know, and I've seen you go back and forth with people. So to put someone in that context that's quite shy, introverted, not used to public speaking, it is very daunting. I don't understand.
Look at more.
And that's cool. I have no issue with you being shy and introvert, but be shy and introvert in the comment section then.
Exactly.
Be that way in the
Don't be a keyboard warrior, innit?
Don't change your personnel because we not, and you got. I can say something, and then you can respond in 2 minutes, 5 minutes.
Like,
you see this?
remember,
it's instant, and that's why I say, make sure your camera's on, because I see at times when I'm saying stuff to him, I'm seeing him processing like, oh shit, he's got me, because I've been doing this. Yes, I've been doing this. But when I was a youth, man's been doing this from primary school.
Yeah, we don't cuss about football a long time. Man used to cuss about football, cricket, everything. Cartoons, better than Goku.
That's all it. Of that. And I have no issue, and this is to anyone. I have no issue with anyone disagreeing with me. That's cool. That's what's open. That's why I did it. That's why I do the fan calling shows to give people their platform. So it's not daunting. That's why the fan calling shows, when I rarely interrupt people. Unless someone says something really, really crazy, I go, all right, why is that? And see what they say, because I want people at the point they're comfortable enough to say their piece.
But the fan calling show is different from when
the debate.
We're going.
When you bring him up and him have to continuously talk for like.
That's it. Nah, get in the ring. You've been talking too much. Get in the ring.
Yeah, man. Get punched.
Growing up shy and introverted, I get it.
A professional boxer say get in the ring and punching man up, but that's him
doing this sort of stuff. It's not natural like it is for you.
Yes.
See, you have a point, but that's the thing though. But then you would, if you're as a shy person, then you wouldn't then do things that are out of character. Okay, I'm a shy person, but I talk hella shit in the comments. Then you wouldn't do that. Then. You wouldn't do that as a shy, because I had moments.
You're the show characteristics of being a shy person, isn't it?
Yes,
exactly.
Like the same way. I'm not aggressive or a fighter or anything in that nature. So that's why you never hear me say that. Never hear me threaten anybody. I'm never in anyone in the comment section saying, yo, pull up, it's this, that, and the third, because that's not in my nature. How I am on here is how I am in real life. And the content creators that have met me will tell you that. No side speaks about that. When he met me, he was like, yo, Flawless, just chill. We just chilled out.
Yeah,
exactly like this. Yeah, I'm just relaxed.
Sure.
Chilled out. Why is that so hard to believe?
I'm just chill. I'm just asking a question at the same cadence.
No, it's cool.
Just asking a question.
Brian, I do hear your point. I hear you. Just, I don't think you're wrong. My only issue is that
even in my personal life, like I don't. Outside of doing the streams and stuff, I don't speak much during the day. I prefer being by myself.
Yeah, tell me about it. I speak for a living. I don't want to talk to anyone outside of this. Let me
bro,
rest.
Talk about that, bro. So if I speak about real life and people that piss me off,
me argue anytime.
Anyone in the chat that's watching, that's actually
argue anytime. I don't give a shit.
Debate this while out, regardless of your opinion, credit to you, because it's not easy. I understand.
But again, it is easy if your argument is logical and you know what you're talking about. But when it's not based
if it makes sense, you can disagree with something, but it have to make sense.
If I did that debate with him and I sat here and I said, Amrim's going to win the Premier League this year, and he's telling me no, he's not, and the reasons why not, what's the whole chat going to say? This chat loves dunking on me in general, so they don't care. They be like, Flawless, you're talking rubbish. Just said it to me.
Yeah,
this chat ain't no echo chamber.
But Flawless, we've also sat on here and I've said something, or Jez or whatever, I said something that sounds wild, but we truly believe it.
Yeah.
And so to imagine having that sort of opinion and coming on here and debating someone like you, and then having people like Kaneki and Lex in the chat going at you, it's daunting. I don't think you guys truly understand.
No, that's fair. That's fair. But you know what? That's later the person.
On the link. Why do you think I do it 1-on-1? I could have easily said whoever the could have easily done that.
And even then,
I'm trying to make it as just chilled as possible. That's what I said at the end of it. I said, see, there's no beef. Nobody died. We cool. Like people act like, all right, worst case scenario, I call him and I lose the debate. All right, cool. I've lost debates before. I'll lose debates in the future. It's really not that big of a deal.
You not lose no debate, man. Lie.
So
You don't
I've
put
won
yourself
every
in a
debate.
position where you say, "Oh, all right, yeah, you're right. I concede." You don't do that, flawless. Stop it.
No, I did that. I did it on Back Again a couple weeks ago.
Flawless.
I did it on Back Again.
Once in a 50 years. Like, come on, man, give me.
No, it's not once in 50 years. But if I'm wrong, I will say I'm wrong. Because no, let's say you say such and such is going to win the league. And I say, nah, such and such is going to win the league. Just for clarity, or I say, such and such is going to be a great player. And you say, no, he's not. If he's not a great player, I can see it and say, yo, I got that wrong. Prime was right about Sterling at Chelsea. I called that wrong. He was spot on.
I said what?
What you said about Sterling at Chelsea.
Oh, yeah.
He was spot on.
Now, you know the issues here? It's just
because I said Sterling would be better at Chelsea than he was.
I said that Sterling's not the leader.
Chelsea.
No, I said when we signed him that Sterling's not the leader people think that he is. He won't do well at Chelsea.
Oh yeah, I agreed.
So that's the point I'm making. And when it happened, guess what I said to Prime? Yeah, Prime, you called that one right. I got that wrong. Nobody died. Me and Prime are still cool. There's no beef. If I called it wrong,
why you did think Sterling would not die though?
I didn't, because I rate Sterling.
You never really watch him much.
No, I watched him. I rate Sterling. I know. I just called it wrong.
Why you rate Sterling?
Yeah. I just called it wrong.
I understand why people. I understand why people rate Sterling at City, but
if you rate him at City, you have to rate him for what he was at City, not for someone you think he is.
No, I'm not saying Flawless is in this bracket, by the way, but a lot of people...
Flawless in that bracket, man. Put him in there, man.
A lot of people had this perception of Sterling of that he's this all-round footballer, he's this leader, he'll drag you out of the mud. And I'm like, no, he's just a goal scorer. But if you don't create chances for him,
he's a goal scorer.
Just like we didn't create chances for Lukaku, you're going to die.
Yeah, his IQ is centered around being in the right position to collect the pass.
Which is the funny part. Like if Sterling, if he would have left City, had like a coach like Ange, probably different story. Probably
Sterling coach like, because obviously you have Werner scoring goals. Like
that's the point I'm trying to make. Like if he would have had a coach like Ange after leaving City.
So to the point, I have no issue debating anyone. The thing is that people just want to be with football. I say this all the time because you mentioned that. I don't put myself in position to lose debates like that because there's so many variables with football and people stand on them and it's like there's too many variables. This ain't like boxing where it's 1-on-1. There's literally 11 players out there on each side and a manager and substitutions. There's so many more variables going into a football match than there is boxing, for example. So when people stand on certain shit, I'm like, how did you get there? But again, emotions. I think a lot of football fans, especially in this space, and Temi said it. He was like, maybe I'm scarred from Ten Hag. He said it on the stream. He would never say that in the chat.
Excuses in my chat for me,
Yeah,
bro.
but
The
the thing
things
is,
for him
it
that
makes
say is
sense.
no scarring from Ten Hag because from a logical perspective, you're watching the game, you could see that it was just totally different from
But
whatever Ten Hag ever
you
did.
just said it there. From a logical perspective, man's not thinking logically.
Yeah.
He's thinking emotionally.
Yeah, this is like hella man do that in the sport thing. Hella man in sports in general think hella emotionally when it comes to the football clubs. Like I've seen man say like I've seen man say that if he suck Ant, we can definitely all beat the finish top 3.
If you suck Ant,
if he suck Ant, we can finish top 3. I've seen man say that.
Absolute
So that's what it is for Prime. I agree with you in regards to the daunting thing. And the thing is, Tok said that to me when we had that big debate on here about Ten Hag. And that's, bro, he said this, it can be daunting dealing with you. But because I'm talking to him and I forget the mic, I just talk like I would off it.
Yeah,
I don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, by the way, I need to know his thoughts. I need his thoughts about Ten Hag, by the way, because I remember.
He tweeted me and said I was right. I was like, yeah, you think?
It was like we all been literally. It was like it wasn't coming, man. Like it was literally coming, bro. It was. I don't know.
I just wanted to put it out there and just make sure that you guys understand.
And to A. Solomon as well, in regards to let me just clear it up as well for the fan calling show people. That's not easy because you said I want to jump on a calling show, but I don't disagree with it. It's not about that. It's about hearing from you. When I do the fan calling shows, I want to hear people's opinions on their clubs and everything else. I take a back seat in that show. I want your opinion. I ain't there to agree. Like I said, unless you say someone said something absolutely crazy, I don't intervene. I let people say wild stuff because the chat will respond.
And this is not just a Flawless thing, by the way. There's a lot of channels out there where it allows the viewers to call in, which is great. But like it can be very daunting because when I started doing this, when I started calling in like the terrorists and stuff, I'd have opinions that I knew I was right about. Like, for example, Lampard not being good enough, and people were like dismissing and laughing at me. And that could be very demoralizing to people who are just not used to this stuff. Because I don't necessarily care.
You know, like violence. You're a peaceful guy, Prime.
Yeah, but also I know
I'm a peaceful guy, no violence, man.
But also I know that I'm fair.
I like violence.
I'll stick to my mindset.
I have no problem. You can disagree with me all you want.
But that's the thing is, Lex, I am not violent. So if I'm in your chat and me and you are going back and forth and you're on stream, I'm not going to be talking like I want violence because it's not in my nature. But people will get on there and be in your chat and do that. That's what I don't like. Because Prime, again, you are spot on with what you're saying. But if you're shy and introverted, be shy and introverted.
Yes.
Be you.
Yes, but if you are shy and introverted and you're on here or not even here, but other platforms, and you're debating someone like, say, you or Saeed, and then you have to look at the chat because, like, I tell them,
you know what you do if you smart.
Do the private chat.
Hey, Prime. You know what the smart thing is to do? You know that I say this every show I'm on. I don't look at the chat.
I agree. I tell people that don't look at the chat, but a lot of people ignore that and they still look, and it gets daunting. And
the only time I look at the chat is when Kinnick says something.
And they trip on what they're saying. And then they end up looking stupid, even though what they're saying is actually right, or at least they're trying to make a good point.
Look at me this summer with friggin' the United thing and the goals. Shout out to Kaneki because he told me what people were saying and a couple people were saying in the chat. I don't know why Saeed's friends with this guy, yo. Then people said we don't know why Saeed is friends with him because we have a different footballing opinion. You know how mindfuck that is.
But Flawless, what you said, the United goals thing, right? Because you've been doing this for a while and you're strong-willed and you don't care what other people's opinions, that doesn't affect you. But for someone that's not used to this stuff, getting laughed at all the time by thinking that United won't score more than 40 goals in a season, like that can truly affect
blessings, love every time.
Okay, but you know what, then, Prime, the one thing I do then say is that don't you believe then if you're that type of person that has these type of issues, you wouldn't be making yourself get into these situations where then you find yourself on the platform where you on stream one-on-one or 2v2 whatever and you're debating them. I don't think personality, like if you have a certain personality, you don't act differently from that personality at the end of the day.
I was like that.
Well, no. It depends because
I was like that and I wanted to get over that.
Yeah, that's fair. But I'm talking about like if you straight up just one personality, like I said, you're the shy person. You have opinions, but you struggle to say them. You just would then don't go on these places. Like this is like the way. Like I am like shit. Like one of my big issues that I didn't want to pull up to streams earlier parts of years ago is because my English was like shit. Low-key is still shit.
That's not fair.
No. Bro, I wasn't speaking English the way I speak English now. I know that shit was bothering me.
Yeah, but
that shit was bothering me.
Yeah, but I don't think it's fair to say that to others because if you want to actually put yourself out there, because someone could have said that to me and I wouldn't have called in. I've been wanting to do this stuff like since 2015.
And you're an example of doing it and being good at it and being calm. So I encourage people. This is why I do the fan calling show for 4 hours. I'm trying to hear from everybody. Call in, it's calm.
You have a channel, Prime.
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
you have a channel, Prime?
He's asking if you have a channel.
I don't use my channel, but like that's what I'm saying. Just I understand why it can be daunting for people, regardless of that. I don't care about their opinion, but just in general doing this, I understand. So anyone that does call in and debate someone like Flawless, I understand, but just like don't look at the chat.
My guy. That's my guy.
You know what you need to do. You know how you go to a new YouTube channel, that you never watched, and you go to a live stream, and then it says like the rules before you type, just to show that people that I need them. I guess because like I'm just saying, probably because it's the way I'm. Like I'll pull up if I have a certain opinion and man disagrees with me. I told man to pull up streams when on the chat. Like I went back and forth with motherfuckers who I didn't agree with, bro. But you're right though. Certain personalities. I kind of get it that man don't want to then deal with like shit. I don't want to deal with certain people. Like I know people who can't stop talking, regardless of whatever you say. But then my personality says, nah, I don't want to fuck it. I ain't even trying to talk to you then. But it was like remember the guy, don't KGB, bro. Bro, we cooked that brother for like 4 hours, going into like 6 a.m. in the morning, just because this guy was talking about Champions League heritage with a club that didn't have Champions League heritage.
No.
Bro.
It was called Don KJB. It was when we was on Twitch doing basketball streams, and he was going on. He was one of those where he's saying stuff, right? It's Ryan-esque, and we kind of ignored him, and then it just got to the point where we were saying it. I was like, all right, let's actually address this. Because I'll do that. Like, I let people talk rubbish from time to time, but if you say it enough, I'll go, all right, cool, let's actually address this. And then we address what he said about, it was about City winning the Champions League and how they can't win it because they don't have no European heritage. This is how long ago it was before they won the champs. And then we was like, so it makes no sense because they're better than Atletico Madrid, who they ended up beating, obviously. But then from when he got cooked that stream, we've never seen him again.
Well, disappear from the channel.
He's in other streams. We've never seen him again here ever.
Bro, you got bullied. Like we stayed up dead ass till 6:30 in the morning, UK time.
Even though
I see him at the prime. You know the thing is though, he kept responding. We didn't tell him to keep responding.
Okay.
And it was clean. No one was like, "Oh, you're a dick."
No one swore. No one swore the whole time. Yeah. And since then, he just said, "Fuck it, I'm not coming back."
Okay. Now, that type of person is not who I'm talking about. However, someone who is
KJB, man.
shy and introverted, someone that is shy and introverted, watching that sort of interaction, it might put them off.
See, but that's the thing though. But then you know what this channel is about, though. One thing I would say though. I would say.
I'm not just talking about this channel. I'm just talking about. Like, because a lot of the content.
Cool. And you know what that is? What that is, Brian? You Jazz mentioned it in the chat. What's it called? About the rules and stuff. That's why I have in the banner. This channel, there's jokes. It's unfiltered. If you're easily offended, it's not for you. The thing's called sarcasm city. We are fully aware of what type of city we are. It's like a fast food place that sells terrible food that's bad for you. If you're a health freak, don't eat here. That's what it is.
Simple as brother. Would they inject coke in our veins, brother? If you're not like a good time, get the fuck out of here.
Because the thing is, for shy and introvert peoples, there's so many spaces in this channel. There's spaces for you. There's
you can go on Goldbridge.
There's people who I've had fan calling shows with, and I'm like, you're a fantastic content creator. You're just not.
Lex, you're funny one.
But someone needs to. You're a fantastic content creator, but just not for here. Someone else.
No, but like there are people who are shy, introverted, and they're not the best at explaining themselves. True. And in places like here, or like say on like Saeed's channel or Rance's channel or the Terrace or etc., you can very easily get cooked by not speaking properly, regardless of your opinion.
Absolutely. But that's why you have the whole description literally in the whole like what I said. You have to literally in the description.
Bro, to tell them was suck the mum, bro.
This guy's crazy. It literally says the whole.
No, big man thing. If you don't like something, you have all right to tell anybody anything you want to tell them. No, anything. Sorry, I forget when I get arrested in a UK for talking. No. Oh, my bad.
That happened to me a few times early on here where I would get caught.
I don't know what kind of country that, blood.
I didn't explain what I was saying properly.
Yeah.
So and sometimes I get.
Yeah. It sucks, but it's survival of the fittest. This is the wild, wide fucking West. I set up this channel like that. Like I said, there's people I've had on the fan calling show, and I'm like, I'm listening to him, talking to him, and I'm like, you're fantastic at this. You're just not for here in regards to it. Because the fan calling show, many people have come through that in regards to now that I run it permanently that have shows. Some people are on there, I'm like, you'd be brilliant elsewhere.
Yes,
I set this up because this is how I am. That's why I say, the jokes, the hosts do not hold back with their jokes. If you are easily offended, this is not for you.
No, like we be making silly jokes, but some people get offended by it.
But what if they're not easily offended and you want to be here?
What cool survival of the fittest?
They get used to it. Like, you have to toughen up.
Toughen up. What we gonna do? Like it's boxing, spar. You see, when me and you go back and forth, you know what that is because I know you know what you're talking about. Sparring. I know if my argument isn't bulletproof, you gonna run through my argument. You gonna run over it. Facts. I know if my argument is not bulletproof, Lex is gonna run through it. I know if I'm debating with Jez and my argument isn't bulletproof, I'll run through it. To the point with you, Prime and Jez, when you man are talking about your plugs
all in your
more.
argument legit run through, don't they?
Say that again. You would, if my argument wasn't bulletproof, you run through it. I did some nonsense.
Bulletproof.
See,
I will say that. I will say that to be here, you have to be battle tested.
Yes, because that's what I want. Yes, that's it.
And guess what? This is what brings people to the channel.
Yes.
Like, I haven't seen a person here that is like offended by what the content that we do here.
No. I'm not saying people being offended.
No. No, but I get your overall point in terms of the in case for how do I say it, man?
You do that and it's wrong, Sunshine. You should be ashamed of yourself. But we move. You know what I'm saying?
Like, seems like, bro, like I have made jokes about all sorts of women, black, Asian, white, like, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, and y'all know.
That's the craziest part, Prime, when we talk about it. The playback's worse. The Twitch at the time was
That's
worse.
what I'm saying. YouTube is like PG-13.
YouTube is the PG version of Sarcasm City TV. End up on a playback stream where we're going people and hear some of the conversations, especially when it's playoffs and the games are blowout. Trust me. Because I don't even stop the conversation. Over here, I'll be like, all right. But over there, it's like, nah.
Well, I'll be having stupid live conversations, but like shit that happens in live. Like you think you like because it's a football channel here on YouTube. We're not speaking about the trade situation. That guy is a neek, by the way.
Who?
Yeah.
Like that's what.
See, we'll discuss that probably.
Who?
Drake. He's talking about Drake.
Oh, waste man.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm saying. But it's a football channel, so we're only going to talk football. No, we can talk about it on YouTube, but it's a football.
He's saying more so it's a topic that will come up on playback.
On the playback, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Here's more structured because over there on the playback, I'm doing watching them.
Yeah, that boy there, pussy.
Hey,
I only... Yeah, dog. Yeah, dog.
No,
and him so stupid. Like, you know, have no PR people tell us, I don't think that's a good idea. You know what I mean?
That Drake thing, right? Because, again, I'm not into the music stuff. So he's suing a record label.
Yes.
His record label.
Yeah, he's
his own pretty much.
UMG and Spotify because he's saying that they pushed out Not Like Us, which is now, and he's filed a second lawsuit talking about defamation of character.
Yeah, when you was
dissing Kendrick saying his kid wasn't his and all that, that was cool.
Just aren't
record labels supposed to push you out?
No, he was saying they was fudging, messing with the numbers, so they went hiding the numbers,
inflating the numbers, because people have been obviously comparing Kendrick's numbers to Drake's numbers. Yeah, but
basically, long story short, he got his ass kicked and he took a bad L.
Drake is just like Pep. Pep and Drake are going through the same thing right now.
Facts, bro.
Yeah, man, Drake just put up in face and all of these things, just like
I don't know. I mean,
you should just go YouTube. There's hella videos that talk about it.
Because I'm not in this world. I don't think this is necessarily wrong about suing someone for defamation. However, if you're in music and you're in rap beef, then like if you lose,
that's where it stems from. That's a RICO case at the label. You started it. That's the craziest part. He said to Kendrick, "Yeah, come outside, let's do this." He engaged in it. That's like me, Prime, saying to you, "Hey, Prime, where you at, yo? Let's fight." And I give you one. You come outside, punch me, knock me out, and then I wake up and then press charges and lock you up in jail.
The funny part is, he's suing him about the numbers. He's not suing about the allegations that he put on Drake.
You caused this. Defamation.
Defamation. Because you don't know the song about.
RICO. I know that. I mean, that song.
How you go prove a defamation case in a song? Yeah. It's literally a song. So as you say, it's a RICO. You might try to do.
Yeah, that's what it's a RICO case.
So they must go examine the music to see if it actually defame him, and then to see and then it's a cease and desist him one. So them him wouldn't can perform it at the Super Bowl.
But he's done this type of thing because even the Pusha T, when Pusha T dissed him and destroyed him, he got it taken down from YouTube.
But flawless, Drake will never be Drake ever again.
Oh yeah, definitely not. And what makes it worse is you mentioned PR. We know it bothers him. We know.
Because remember, after this whole shit went quiet, This guy started trolling on his IG story, putting like memes out there, and then everybody said, "Oh, the meme was about a lawsuit," and all of a sudden, like, bro, like
And the
fake
thing
tough
is,
guy.
you keep reminding people of it.
Literally.
I guarantee not like us numbers have gone up again because of
100%.
you talking about it. There's people who are like, right, what is this? Why is he suing UMG? Why is he suing Spotify? Spoobs mentioned it. Some people heard the track, don't even know it's a diss track. And now you're just reminding people of that. When you take a bad L, people, sometimes it's just good just to be quiet. Just be quiet.
He can't be. And this is what Kendrick was talking about. Fake tough guy. He's soft.
Fake tough guy. It's like having a one night stand with a questionable female. Yo, just don't talk about it again. Just keep stepping. Oh, nothing happened. We didn't do nothing. I just went back to hers for coffee. Stop talking about it.
He's talking about numbers here.
I've never seen that in my life.
The funny part is here. The first suit was for the numbers, right?
Yeah, the first suit was the numbers.
So for me, it's like you didn't even try to come out here and say, okay, the shit that he's saying in those songs is bullshit. No, you was offended because they had more numbers. So that's what I'm saying, bro. This is what I'm saying. Drake, Neek, guy can't take an L for shit. These are the type of world people. He reminds me of Don KGB right there. Literally. Crazy.
Facts. Nah, I hear you.
Even this album that just came out. If Drake didn't try him, the album never comes out.
You just created a whole rollout for him.
Nobody knew as well. And this is gonna be in the Super Bowl.
Know that him get the Super Bowl thing, guess what? Imagine just drop all of the bangers in the Super Bowl from the album and thing. Super Bowl.
You got his money up.
Mago have the whole world singing certified lover boy, certified pedophile. What?
In this day, bro.
My thing is,
that's why J. Cole's glint. J. Cole see the sniper glint from far and said, no, I'm out of this war, brother.
Fuck all that.
Man, apologize and cut.
Even I know Drake can make bangers. Why didn't he just respond?
He did respond. He lost.
Yeah, and he can't take it out.
He responded to Not Like Us.
Yeah, yes. Part 6. It was just shocking because you know what hurt him about this beef, and I was saying this when you go back and check all the Sarcasm City podcasts. I've said this. The way to win these wars is there's two ways. One, if you get some like truthful dirt on somebody. So like with Pusha T and Drake, the reason why Pusha T won that because he revealed hella shit. Drake has a kid that nobody knows about. Drake wore back blackface, and then instantly that day, the kid that Drake's baby mom pulled out, she's a strip porn star. The kid's his, and all this type of stuff. Or you drop a diss record that's a hit record, and that's what Not Like Us was. That's an anthem. You got people doing TikToks to it, socials, kids are dancing.
Weddings, bro. Weddings. Come on.
Drake, regardless of whether you think his music is good or not, he also makes bangers. So
absolutely. He just didn't have one for Kendrick.
Prime.
No, you're right. He just didn't have one for Kendrick.
No. Drake makes bangers for the club.
I know that, but regardless,
Drake, no. Kendrick is on a whole different stratosphere when it comes down to battle rap, bruv.
I didn't talk about quality of music. I just talked about
it. No, but Prime, you're right. But Prime, what got to Drake is Kendrick out Drake. He made a hit record.
Yeah.
Which
people said he can't do.
When you go back and watch the Sarcasm City podcast, I said that's Drake. That's how Drake wins this. Dropped a banger. Because if someone would have said to me, who's more likely to drop a club banger in this, I would have said Drake. Because we've seen him do it back to back.
Yeah,
back to back. He did it, and back to back is a fire diss track. People just don't like it because it's Drake, but that diss track is phenomenal.
So
even Family Matters was actually really good. Like,
and he dropped good diss tracks in this. It's just like
if Kendrick did.
Say again.
Or Not Like Us, he was winning.
Kendrick.
For me, Kendrick was winning. But the difference, but know what the difference was there? Because Drake had Family Matters, and this was like the club, like people put it as like club banger, whatever. Some people would have had Drake up there and higher than Kendrick. Kendrick was winning beforehand, anyways. But after not like us, because people was talking about how Kendrick can't drop a Kendrick doesn't know how to do clap bangers. Not like us comes. Not everybody sings it every sort of occasion, whatever.
It's kind of like, I don't know, two people debating about two top strikers in the league, who's the best. And halfway through the league, their goals are pretty much the same. One's got like 15 goals, one's got 14 goals, one's got 15 assists, one's got 14 assists. We're going back and forth. And then the second half of the season, one of them just blows one out of the water. One ends up with 40 goals, 40 assists, and the other ends up with 20 goals and 18 assists. That was the difference. Like back to back was just not back to back. Not Like Us was just an anthem.
Exactly.
And I didn't expect it. I remember hearing it, and I just heard Mustard on the beat. Oh, I was like, oh shit. As soon as I heard the instrumental, I was like, oh,
you know where it's gonna go. And then he went with the West Coast, type of beat too.
Also, the lyrics as well resonated because Drake made some dumb decisions, like when he told Kendrick, "Oh, you rapping like you're trying to free the slaves," and we already question your blackness. Like, what does that mean? What do you mean by that?
No,
but what do you mean by that?
But the thing about it, what was coming out there was just Drake's true self. Just like with this lawsuit, it's just his true self. He was never a road man. He was never a man with street smart. So him just ignore all or whatever anybody else would have said to him and just being himself right now because him and him feelings flawless. Him just think emotional.
But it's obvious that Drake was never
no logic.
He's an artist. He's an artist.
But for a long period of time he tried to peddle that persona.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? Him try to peddle a persona of or I get my goons to come for you and blah blah blah. Yeah, you may have goons, but you're not a goon, fam. You know?
From Canada, there's no.
And the thing is, and
that's why Kendrick make the whole. That's why Kendrick was talking. That's why Kendrick was talking about the whole Atlanta part.
Don't ask me how I know, but there is goons.
And also as well, what Kendrick
Jamaican, they're Canada in a blood.
Yeah, Canada, I know there's goons out there.
Why you think so much goons there England? I be Jamaican there England.
Yeah, trust me, I know. Funny, but that's what it is, Prime. So not only was the diss track cold, there was also truth in it, and it made everyone just look at him funny. Like when what Lex mentioned about him like stealing from people, and it's like we don't really know what you sound. And like, what do you mean you trying to free the slave? What does that mean? Like that's outrageous.
But see, and even then, it's more like people got also remember like. Bro, like I've been saying Drake is hella corny as a personality because remember the whole line and not like us, but when Kendrick's talking about Demar, because Demar was used to be. And did you saw recently how he was back in Toronto and Drake was in the game and he was talking about all that shit and I'm like, yo, why are you so hurt up? Like you can tell the guy is hurt, he's hurting, and the worst part is what Drake did with that is because I'll be honest, most people before this time, like they rate Kendrick, but it's not like they listen to like you don't put a Kendrick track just on a daily basis. You just don't.
Not just that. And I remember, like back in the day, a beef like this, somebody would have dead already.
And he's lucky that it was those two and not two people. Like really, because this really didn't turn to anything. No one got slapped or anything like that. No one got beat up. But
how did this?
How did it work?
How did it start?
Going on for like 10 minutes. On and off.
Yeah, it started off because Drake made a comment in it was a song of him and J. Cole. I forgot the title of the song now.
So the story I heard about that song was it was supposed to be the three of them.
Yeah. Yes, but then he wasn't the part of it.
And I think he declined. Kendrick declined.
Yeah, because they've been taking
something to that con.
I don't listen to either of them regularly, but people who I know who do have said they've been taking subliminals and cheap shots at each other for like past 10 years.
Yeah.
Whereas if this was more when it was more street rappers, they just get into it. That's why I love like you see the street beef like because they just got to it with the diss tracks. Some of them stayed like just on track. Some people got beat up. Some people got stabbed. Some people got shot. It's crazy. It's all mad. But yeah, with this, he's just showing like how you can't take it now. Are you supposed to just walk that off? Like, even if it bothers you, and you just keep reminding people.
I was expecting Drake to just disappear. Cause bro, I couldn't tell when last I heard the song. There was a period of time like
no one cares.
And then he dropped recently, and then those songs took over. So it was like no one was even thinking about
I'm sorry, even I know about know about
Not
the
like
song.
us.
If someone calls me that, I'm suing. I don't care. It's
Well, you
crazy.
know what it is, Prime? There's evidence of you with these things. When he's saying,
That's the problem.
Prime, when he's saying Baka got a weird case, why is he around? Go check Baka's case.
No, I know. I've looked into this song because I love it. But it's so
And the worst part of all these things as well is the Drake fans as well, because Drake fans, they don't even say the song's ass anymore. They're saying, yo, why is this guy still around? Like, why is this little nigga still here making songs? They're annoyed that Kendrick is still dropping because they all know that Drake lost.
And they can't, they fans are like,
and they can't take it. And it's all like him. Like literally, you can make a whole Boondocks episode of this.
Yeah, and I've seen some of my favorite rappers. Guess what? Take L's in beef. It happens. You move.
And this is the whole point what Kendrick was talking about. The guy is a fake tough guy and can't take it.
Yeah, man, you move. I just like, hey, if it all kicks off again, I'm with it.
Oh yeah, I'm here for it. Like I can't like the last few months were kind of dead.
There's still this track I listen to right now from 10, 15 years ago. I'm like, whoo. Yo, I love it when they be talking about
called someone a PDF. What else can you say?
Hey, like I said,
he's talking about his kids.
He said his kid wasn't his. It's his manager's.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like,
no, Jake did some decent follow-ups. You know, it's just that when and then Kendrick was doing some good ones. And in my opinion, Drake had already lost the beef, but it was like it was by a decent margin. But but once Kendrick dropped, they not like us. That was it. I don't even remember Drake's song after that. Bro, I haven't listened to Drake since.
But me saying
Drake is nowhere in my fucking playlist. Nowhere. If accidentally it pop up, skip, delete. Straight. We don't listen to Drake, bro. No.
Why are you trying to listen to? Gotta remember as well, when Drake dropped Family Matters and everybody reacted. When Drake dropped Family Matters and everybody reacted to it, I saw academics getting hella lit on the stream, and then a couple of minutes later, Kendrick is dropping what's it called? Fuck, what's the Tristal? What the one before Not Like Us?
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember it, but I know what
you're talking about. I'm literally on Spotify anyway.
Meet the Grahams.
Yeah, Meet the Grahams. Yeah, literally straight after, and he was that shit was dark as hell, and everybody just couldn't believe what he was talking about. And then a couple of weeks later, Drake is quiet, Kendrick is quiet. Everybody thought, Kendrick won, and then Kendrick said, "Fuck it, final blow." This was a knockout punch, but it's not like us.
He just knocked him out, spark out, clean in the ring, and it's like, oh, he didn't get knocked out. Yo, even academics was like, oh yeah, we gotta shoot this nigga. And academics don't even talk like that. That's how bad it is.
Academics pre-pause. He is on his knees for Drake. On his knees. So if you know that Drake, he is.
On a real level, for me, the reason I stopped listening to because I say all of the evidence and I say the possibilities where Kendrick can say is possibly true. See? And Drake came out with music to try and refute what Kendrick was saying, and it made him look worse.
Yes. You don't do that because he tried to do
it's like, yo, that time I was with this, so and so. Oh, why were you with? What do you mean that time I was? Why were you with?
He's talking about the Heart Part 6. So that was the track after Not Like Us.
Exactly. So it's like, bro. For me, you can be a lot of things. You can be do whatever you want to do,
but certain things are a no-go.
Yeah.
Nah.
And there's evidence.
Not gonna fly.
Yeah. And there's evidence of you doing things as well. Like you on stage with an underage girl and stuff like that.
Like, bro, there's so much shit you can do that's bad that we can say, it's just.
There's what's the word I'm looking for? There's respectable criminals. That's what it is. Respectable criminals. If someone deals drugs, you're like, all right, cool, you just do it.
I still listen to Kodak, and they arrested him multiple times.
Bro, listen, we're not 2024. Some people even go through the trouble for alter themselves for give you a whole brand new experience.
Hey, Flo,
Hey.
off the
You know what
banner,
man
off the
said?
banner.
You
Off the
don't
banner.
need.
He's right. I can't. He's right.
You
That's spot
don't
on.
need to go. You don't need, bro. You don't. It's like some people when you see them do like shit like deep sea diving and skydiving. You don't need to go. Yeah, you can deep sea dive, but you don't need to go all the way in the depths so the pressure will crush your head. Like, walk on.
And that's
We
what
have
it is.
limits, bro.
It's like, yo, do your thing, but there's certain things that everyone's just a no-go. And then when there's evidence, and then you tie it in with the whole black thing, which people have been saying. Like, yo, we don't know if you're black enough to be saying
No,
that.
but then the video them start for surface. Pod not really black. Him kind of, you know, and then you know Kanye and then and Kanye been a try to tell man this from day one. It's like,
bro,
it's like I say, man. It's that line, man. You trying to rap like you trying to free the slaves.
I'm telling you, like him.
Nobody who's been raised by black. It don't matter if you Caribbean, African, whatever. If you black, you're not saying that.
We play Kendrick music where we don't even like. That's at the stage right now. Right? Not even just to spite him, just because we say, yo, Kendrick are the artist right now. Man used to when a Drake used to play and say, yo, I'm tired to hear that Drake here, but just make it play kind of a little vibe. No, we don't do that no more. We don't do that no more. We don't even listen to the best Drakes. Yo, one day me I go through my playlist and I end up I'm sing like the first 2 words. I'm say, hold on, no, this is not Drake. Skip.
No, it feels weird. I don't know what he's talking about. It feels weird because like earlier,
Can you explain
say that again when you say Prime?
Can you explain what that meant?
What about free the slaves?
The slave line he's talking about.
Oh, he never said it.
No,
that makes it worse.
Him can't explain.
You know why you can't explain?
But there is no explanation.
What? Because there is no explanation we can accept,
bro. It's like what? It's like what Scooby do? We catch the bad guy, blood. Peel off the mask. Like it's there. Like and the music he put out. It's like him, you know. Sometimes them find one person and them have to peel off like 5 layers, bro. Drake gone about 10 layers of mask right now. Every time, like Kendrick could have put out that thing and you say, and then Drake put out that thing and you say, but Drake, this isn't a response.
You're like, bro, okay,
you're confirming the shit. Like, walk on.
And the craziest part is adding to him freeing him like wearing blackface, which Pusha T exposed. We look at you funny for that.
Straight, you
know, you wearing blackface talking about, and I think he explained it was for some no project should you be wearing blackface.
Fox, bro. Like every black person knows about it.
You don't need
with the biggest smile on him face too.
You don't need to be wearing blackface. And then Pusha T said what he said in that diss track. You know what I'm saying? He was like, you're scared to grow your hair because you're forward and nap enough. I'm saying you don't feel black enough, and then the next bar and then when you beefing Kendrick, you trying to rap. Did you not know Sunshine? Google it. 1 sec, I'll find it now. 1 second.
Yeah, that's a picture. Go.
Bro, he did that on the flipping track cover.
Yeah. Yo,
Pusha
T, another demon.
It's a famous picture. Like people have it on Twitter.
Pusha T, a demon. Because he exposed, he got a son. But
that's what man say. It's like, bro, no matter what secrets you have when you're that popular, it's gonna come out. So like,
that's the picture.
Oh, you have it up,
This thing, man, always on some foolish. But you know,
this is the thing. And the thing is, like, see that picture, that picture right there. That picture right there literally describes him like just a corny ass person, bro. As well, like he looks corny.
But man did already said Drake kind of off key, bro. You see me?
Listen to if you've not listened to Story of Adidon, people, listen to Story of Adidon. Quality diss track. Absolute A1, because not only did he put it together cold, because Pusha T another demon. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I find funny? So much people on the internet and make it seem as if there's the tracks on this album not good. Like what? Like what going?
Which album?
We can get at least 5, bro.
What's it called?
What's what called?
The album?
This track, Story of what?
Oh, this track. I'll tell you now. Give me a sec. I'll drop it in the private. Give me 1 second.
ADIDON.
Yeah. Story of Adidon. Pusha T's. Yeah. Because his son's called. It was his son called Adidon. Yeah, his son's called Adidon. No. It was
Adonis.
Yeah, Adidon was going to be the rollout because he was going to do a deal with Adidas, but Pusha T messed that all up when he dropped all this.
Oh, yeah,
man. See, man, look, he said your father walked away at 5. Hell of a dad thing. Marriage is, and then he talks about, he's on demons.
And then Kendrick goes on about how, in one of his tracks, talking about how there's certain things that Drake can't teach his sons because, shit, was it? Fuck, I'm trying to think back, bro. This has been a minute.
It's crazy.
He was pretty much questioning his fatherhood on one of his songs, Kendrick.
Man said, since you like Beyonce, let him know who you chose as your Beyonce. Sophie Knows Better, because that's Sophie Knows Better is the name of his missus, the baby. I'm sorry, that's her porn star name. Yeah, Pusha T.
Wait, Drake what?
Yeah, his kid's mom was a porn star. Sophie Knows Better.
Why?
Why was she a porn star? She probably needed the bread.
No. Why was Drake's weird?
Yeah. Well, it was revealed. No one knew this. Pusha T revealed it in the diss track. No one knew he had a son. But Pusha T revealed it about him wearing blackface and him having a son. And then the same day that the diss track dropped, all the pictures leaked and everything. It's crazy. Pusha T had man on ropes. You know what I'm saying? Had man on ropes.
Oh wow.
Like he said here, your father walked away at 5. Hell of a dad thing. Marriage is something that Sandy never had, Drake. How you a winner, but she keeps coming in last place? Talking about his man's mum.
When was this?
The Pusha T Drake 6 years ago.
So 6 years ago. 6 years ago, and you still want to beat people again? Nah, it's crazy.
Especially Kendrick, who everybody knows.
Just an ego thing, bruv. And then here, let me tell you, this is how you know a person's career, especially in music, I go downhill. When you start beef the label.
Mm-hmm.
Once you start beef the label, remember I know the reason Drake is because the label continued to push him regardless. Once you start for beef the label, that's where the trajectory just start for go down. Because even if you think you can go independent and dating, you would have had to not have a stigma against you.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have not have a situation where you haven't already lost all your fans. That's why people who go independent, some artists that go independent achieve success. The reason why they achieve the success is because they don't really have anything to taint them, and people like them, and they just accumulate more fans and more fans and more fans. But when you're on a downward trajectory, if you decide, okay, I'm going to beef the label and then go independent, that might work out to your detriment, because the people you already don't. So you don't have this label now to back you, to put you in a bunch of commercials for support you and make sure you have features with certain artists that other people rate. So for instance, say a next artist build up big right now and they want to get back Drake from the map to get back him little credibility and thing. Them just get the artist to come do a song with Drake, then continues to do that. That's what him do. That's how Drake stay up here for how long, because him start every time 21 get big, Drake and 21. Quavo get big, Quavo and Drake. All of these man and Drake.
I remember because he did a song with Sexy Red, right? And I remember people were saying like he does that. He's a culture vulture or something.
Yeah, always. Him do it with Jamaica. Him even do it in the UK.
Yeah, he did it in
the UK. Oh, don't let me see.
And he never do it with the Afro thing too. He never do it with the Afro thing too.
He probably did Afro beats. He probably did.
He did probably. I think he only did with Temps. That's the only one I can think of. But he doesn't try. He doesn't. Outside Temps, nobody else. And bro, UK. Don't let me speak about the UK street. Everybody's a bumbling to Drake. Everybody.
It's crazy. But you lot continue to run up the likes, hit the subscribe button on the channel, the notification bell. There you go, people. You got a little inkling into what it's like on the playback. So go follow the playback. The Suns Lakers game's going on. So I'm gonna end this stream. We're redirecting to Alam because Alam's live. He's watching. I think he's watching
college basketball.
Hit the subscribe button over there.
He's doing scouting right now.
Yeah, man. So shout out to Alam. Put Sarcasm City Raid. But get over to the playback, people. Playback.tv/sarcasmcitytv, www.playback.tv/sarcasmcitytv, or download the Playback app from your app store. So yeah, we're gonna end this going over to the Playback, people. Head over there, what we got coming up today? Liverpool, Real Madrid. Watch along. That'll be going on in a playback, and then
That's gonna be good.
Manchester United, Manchester City show. You know what I'm saying? Man them United, Man them City podcast.
Yo, add Liverpool in that tomorrow, man.
This guy, your Feyenoord will be in the building for that.
Everybody's watching for that.
Flawless. Get Hamza.
You know, I can't.
No, that doesn't think close.
Wait till yo, we need a City. Get Veta or one of them for the Yardman show weekend.
I will do. I'll do
Get
it.
somebody.
I'll do it.
Yeah, man.
You know what?
I'll ask him.
Brian, you know what? I know.
Hold on, when do I play? Saturday or Sunday?
You lot play Sunday.
I said at the start of the
season
season, it's a blessing in disguise. Chelsea play City first, so we don't have to deal with them when they're on form. Bro, I take that back. I want to play them.
Yeah, because you would have smashed them right now.
But
you know,
bro,
no, the most things here about the Hamza figures here. I don't. Flo's got arguments for any single person he had the arguments to. Hamza, this is probably the first time I've seen Flo's like, yeah, I don't even try to have no conversations no more. That was hilarious the last time.
This is like, because you know what I'm like, and it's like if you talk enough nonsense, it's like, all right, let's get into this. Because shout out to Brendan, because Brendan did it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to that's my guy, but he brought us in. Brandon, sorry, did it, and I was there on once, and then like Hamza, I'm like Hamza, this ain't no Twitter thing now, you know. But hey, we knew.
Hamza's entertaining though. I like it.
Yeah,
yes. No, you can see why he's entertaining, but
when you have Rushmore, bro.
Man be talking about like what happened in the Euros in the European Cup in 1975, but big
always do that shit.
Love
like him even that old became open a thesaurus or encyclopedia.
I'm a cut already, man. See you later.
You know them youth they will grow up and them parents have a bunch of encyclopedia and then beat them for read it. That's the Hamza that.
It's joking.
Bunch of history bullshit.
Love to everyone that's locked in, man. Hope you enjoyed this live stream. Like I said, get over to the playback Sarcasm City raid in Alam's chat, and this has been the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much.